What? One of one. Mookie freaking Betts. Drew Reimer.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
They smell so good. Is it just me, my friends? I know this sounds absolutely horrible. Anybody else here like the smell of gasoline? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. I don't know why. Obviously, I don't huff or anything, to be straight with you. But I've always loved the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. I am so peanut butter and jealous, my dude. This is absolutely freaking amazing. Wow. That is a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth. Dustin, you win, bro. How cool is that? I love it so much. Jonathan over here says, man, 6-year-old Jonathan just peed himself. You're not cool unless you pee your pants. If peeing your pants is cool, then call me Miles Davis. Cattle Mariners. Oh my Lanta. Wow. Check that out, you legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah. You just got yourself a Strokes of Gold Junior Caminero. That is a case hit, my dude. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Damn, brother. And you already know, buddy, that is a rookie. So if that was mine, that would go straight into the pre-grade pile, my dude. Damn. Hey, get out of my head, Kirk Noah. I love you, brother. Thank you. I am so stoked we could pull that together, big man. Wow. Oh, wow. Number 22 out of 25, Jackson Churio. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Goodness gracious, my man. That is beautiful. You know what that deserves? JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. 22 out of 25 on the Churio. And that is a triple material relic, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. How about a fantastic Friday morning banger? On card, Mojo Refractor, Prospect Autograph. Lightning has struck twice, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Mr. Behrman Sr. Torrey Holt. JunkWax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dalen. Name the 5 best rappers. Dalen, 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 and Dalen. Because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my.
Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. But would you just look at it? Our second Kayla Harrison rookie autograph here in the family. Bro, you win.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. Beautiful tarjeta, mi amigo. And Kayla Harrison is a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Seriously. One of the best female fighters that we have ever seen grace the planet.
Our old song was baby back, baby back, baby back. It was about ribs cause that was our thing. Our new ribs are bigger, the whole menu's better. So we changed the song to be bigger than ribs. Chili's is back, baby back, baby back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby back, baby back.
Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. JunkWax Nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza.
Oh my God.
How about stud prospect for the Colorado Rockies? Charlie Condon on the Power Brokers. I know it, Luke, I know. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 out of 8 on the Charlie Condon. And Condon is a stud. Stab it for Brian, then toss it. Your wish is my command, sir. There you go. Pick the paper up, put it in the bag. Bop, bop. Pick the paper up and put it in the bag. Give me a hell yeah if you remember that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of stabbed wanders. And then he wants us to go ahead and chuck them as well. Double yeet. See ya. Seattle Mariners. Number 2/100. And folks, how about first on print to 100 on the Juan Soto?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
How about a casual Friday morning bookend, ladies and gentlemen? First on print, Juan Soto to 100. How cool is that? Congratulations to the Nationals, and that is Rob Richardson. Oh, it's backwards. It is a redemption, and oh my Lanta. Wow. Dual autograph, Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Damn. P.T. Barnum. Ooh, you got a Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby relic. Wow. That's fun. I'm putting that one in a penny sleeve for you. We will top load that one before it gets mailed off to you, Mark Bluma. But that is a first here on the channel, my man. That is the very first.
This is where the transmission came from, right?
Yeah, I heard it. Cracking wax and breaking backs.
Then it's time. Let's go get our spicy water.
one dream. Now it's ripping packs, a collector's stream. From vintage gems to the ultra new, Dalen's the name bringing fire to you. JunkWaxVintage, cracking it loud, ripping through the packs, drawing a crowd. Baseball magic and some football blitz, every rip's a hit when you're rolling with this. Sound of the brakes snapping through the air. You never know the treasures you'll find in there. Hero, rookies, legends sign with flair. Dalen's got the game, no show can compare. Feel the rush, feel the high. Cards in your hand, the limit's the sky. Flipping backs, chasing stacks. Every corner, every crack. JunkWaxVintage, cracking it loud, ripping through the packs, drawing a crowd. Baseball magic and some football blitz, every rip's a hit when you're rolling with this. JunkWaxVintage, it's a card show vibe. It's where collectors and the legends collide. Dalen's the host, bringing life to the trade. Each card rip keeps the magic replayed.
Well, good evening, legends. Hi. Long time no see, my dear friends. How the heck are ya? Hope you all had a magnificent dinner. I sure did. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax for making me some shepherd's pie. It was delicioso. Hey, what's up, Colby Luna? Good to see you, Colby Dunlop. Colby and Colby. Good to see you, gentlemen. Timbo Teawood. Top of the evening to you, my brother. Good to see you, good man. And Timbo, I saw you up there in the shop, you legend. Goodness gracious. It was Ernie Larson. How did you know? Was it made with real Girl Scouts? I see you. All right, my dear friends, you already know. We have a packed, thunderous, fantastic Friyay Night Lights ahead of us, my dear friends. So I think we need to jump into this as soon as humanly possible. Well, hello, huzzah. To my favorite Melody. How you doing, young lady? Always excellent to see you, Melly P, gracing us with her presence. And it is damn good to see all of my TikTokers over here. What's up, Dutchie? Kobe Luna. Angelo Oshawada. Krish. Justin Peoples. Luke Moyce. And Shipmates. Good to see you tonight, legends. No, so Miss Melody is actually going to be our first family rip of the evening tonight because we did not rip her box this morning, my love. Yep. She snagged it right towards the end of the show. And we're going to rip that in just a moment. So, folks, Kobe. So you are Kobe, C-O-B-I-E. Our buddy Mr. Dunlop over here on Twitch is Colby, C-O-L-B-Y. I have a Kobe and a Colby. I have to be careful. Good evening, Peggy. Always good to see you, young lady. How you doing? Richard, welcome back, my Pacific Northwest pal. Thank you for joining us over there on Whatnot this afternoon. And folks, before we move any further, I want to deliver a Costco economy size Kirkland signature thank you to each and every one of you that came out to Whatnot today, my friends. That was one of the best Whatnot shows that we have ever had. And it's thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you so, so much. We ended up filling an extra break. We went through a ton of awesome singles. It was a blast. So slowly but surely, my dear friends, our Whatnot channel is a-growing. So thank you to each and every one of you for helping us out with that. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Angelo, is the National Treasures Red Box for sale? It is not, because it's in a break. But I appreciate you asking, buddy. That's right. I see you, Jeremy Campbell. She is not on the floor, sir. She's in her chair. You just can't see it because I've got a microphone in your way. There you go, brother. Big Rick, what's up, buddy? Hey, that's okay, brother. Hey, todo bien, Kobe Luna. But you missed a really good time today, my friends. Let me tell you. You are more than welcome to go back and watch that replay if you can. Ollie, good evening, legend. Speaking of you, thank you for joining us over there on Whatnot as well. That was a blast. All right, Bam Damley, let's get some music rolling, shall we? There we go. So, legends over here on Twitch and TikTok. How is the music level? I did need to adjust it slightly for Whatnot, so I want to make sure I did bring it back down, but I want to make sure I didn't bring it down too much. So if you could assess that for me, that would be wonderful. Make an assessment. Good evening, Dutchie, over here on the Twitch. Beautiful. My favorite Imus in the evening. Good to see you, my dear. It's true. It's true. I'm standing, though Mrs. Junkwax is sitting. That's true. Good call, Bree Bree. Kirk Noah, you must be looking in the mirror, you legend. Good to see you, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. What's up, buddy? What's up, Bubba? Ah, you're in and out of service on Bum Butt Dallas. All right. Well, I hope you're having a safe trip up there, Bubba. I love it so much, Kevin O'Brien. Thank you. That's right, Jeremy Campbell. That's right. Good to see you, brother. All right, legends. Dutchie says just a little bit higher on the music. That was a little bit too much. There you go. Is that a little better? Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, love. Miss Melody, you're up. Mikey, I see you, legend. And I would love to start a hype train tonight because I did replenish those boxes. There's some new stuff in those hit boxes, and I would love to give one away. Threaten me with a good time, legends. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, Richard. Beautiful. So ideally, my friends, you should hear that music, but it should never interfere with my voice. But I'm pretty loud, so typically that's not a problem. Fun fact, folks, not kidding. I was voted the loudest of my senior class in high school. That's a fact. I can find you the picture. Yeah, and Mrs. Junkwax was like the quietest. Opposites attract. Shout out to Paula Abdul. It ain't fiction, it's a natural fact. We come together cause opposites attract, and you know. Oh, banana bread. I am definitely the corniest. Definitely. That's a fact. What's up, Starlit Carolina? Good to see you, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you too, you legend. Good to see you, buddy. So, legends, we do have a couple of juicy breaks up there at JunkWaxVintage.com, and we are getting closer and closer, my dear friends. This is the big boy. That is 3 jumbo Top Series 2 hobby boxes. We still have the sealed case. It is literally right behind me. Just a few teams left on that one, my dear friends. And if we fill that tonight, we can bust it tonight, I hope, if we have time. And we have 1 spot left in the WWE. 6 autographs in that one, folks. 3 hobby boxes. 1 spot to go. And then I think we have a full box number 7 out of our hobby boxes of Top Series 2, so we will definitely do that tonight. Oh, that is so cool, Lego Man State Frosty. Hope you're doing well, young man. Nice to see you. Ash the Barber, my fellow hairdresser. Good to see you, Ash. Oh, the website says WWE is full. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mikey. Excellent. All right, folks, let's bust into our very first item of the evening. You know what it is. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. How about some of that nectar of life? Some of that spicy water. Good evening, Trevor Casane. Thank you for smacking the follow button, and bienvenidos a familia. Pinkies up because we're fancy. It's Danny. Good evening, Senor Rendon. Always good to see my Colorado cousin. Timbo, can you put the big boy baseball up again? Sure thing, buddy. And we still have some teams that we need to fill out on that. So if you don't see your name on there, that's okay. We're still filling out spots. So relax. It's okay, I promise. You legends. So, there you go, Timbo. There might be some teams that we still need to lock in on that. Mrs. Junkwax is working hard on that right now. So I appreciate it so much. Lunchbox Ricky, OG of the family. Damn good to see you, you legend. You're a legend. You must be looking in the mirror there, Ricky. Your BM Fave Bouncer says, you belong in a movie as a commentator or radio host. Thank you, my good man. People have been telling me I have a face for radio for pretty much my whole life. I'm just kidding. Kinda. I got you covered, Timbo. Thank you, good sir. All right. Miss Melody, we're going to bust in your box here in just a moment, but you know what we got to do. They don't call me JunkWaxVintage for nothing. But we got to start every show with some of that juicy junk wax. About some junkiest of the junk. And favorite bouncer, I just smacked you with a follow right back, legend. Welcome to the family, buddy. Slim, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. So, folks, I know we have a lot of new folks in here tonight. If you are new here tonight, welcome. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days right with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always quite a few laughs. Typically at my expense, and I would have it no other way. So if you are new here tonight, my friends, keep in mind that we are live on 5 platforms right meow. And if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch, you are more than welcome. But we are live to Twitch, Kick, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube simultaneously. And if you want to participate tonight, it's easy. All you got to do is head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. That is where you find the goods. All right, we got old Tom Clancy's cousin Jim. Good evening, Jer Bear, my brother from another mother. How is one of my favorite Bostonians, Gary Wayne from Minnesota. Old Steve Balboni with that luscious lip curtain. Look at that, but big guy. Nice one. Todd Worrell with another magnificent moustache, a dastardly dirt squirrel. We went from feast to famine in the mustache department. Chuck Carey with a very cold upper lip. Normie for WKRP in Cincinnati. Another Minnesotan, Paul Sorrento. Randy Myers for the Reds. Edie Smith for the Braves. Gary Mielke for our Texas Rangers. Right up the road, Candy Maldonado. Brian Holton for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Rob Nelson, looking baseball ready for San Diego. Bobby Rose. And last but not least, how about Mikey Greenwell for the Bo Sox? Excellent. El Martillo. Claro que sí. Bienvenidos. Welcome back, my good man. Krabby Patty, good to see you tonight, buddy. All right, before we bust into this box for Miss Melody, folks, we have a surprise tonight. We got a redemption back, and it's a nice one. So a lot of you, if you are new here, DJ, good evening. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. We are already over 2,000 likes. I appreciate you so damn much, brother. So a lot of you know, if you are new here, though, you might not know that a lot of the family trusts me to redeem their cards for them. So as always, legends, I cannot thank you enough, and I respect that trust so much, and I would never do anything to betray that trust. With that being said, we got a magnificent redemption back. Imbo T. Wood. We redeemed this little bad boy a couple of months ago almost. Pedro Martinez from Impeccable.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Nice one, Timbo. On-card autograph. And that is numbered to 45, I think? Correct. 28 out of 45 for Timbo. Isn't that sweet? on the jersey number. Beautiful. Congratulations, Timbo T. Wood, and I sincerely appreciate you letting me redeem that for you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Pfeiffer, I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Good to see you, brother. Ryan, I believe. Andrew Shumper, the family devil dog. Hoorah. Thank you, Timbo T. Wood. And Jer Barrett, it is so nice to have you tonight, you legend. Big hugs and firm handshakes to one of the oest of OGs of this entire family. So, Timbo, that one's coming in your next package, legend. We just need to bag that up, babe. I agree, Danny, right? Congratulations, Timbo. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, good sir. We kind of have a hangout system here if you have not noticed. If you hang out enough, I will get to know your name. Thank you so much, Ryan. Speaking of two Ryans in the family tonight, Mr. Kopka. Thank you for the hearts, and I heart you right back, you legend. That's right, Slim. Yep. Oh, very cool. Where was your hometown there, Slim? All right, Miss Melody. I appreciate your patience so darn much. For the very first time on this fantastic Friday evening, we shout Grippeth. And we shout Grippeth. Best of luck to you, Melody. It's a lady. Oh, you're up there in Montana? Nice, buddy. What's up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm. Good to see you, Josh. Do you live in Montana still, Slim? I love Montana. I used to rodeo for a living, believe it or not. Spent a lot of time in Montana. Butte, Helena, Frenchtown, Kalispell, all over the place. Bozeman, Livingston. Spent a lot of time in Montana. Love me some Montana. I've actually spoken with Mrs. Junkwax someday when we retire, ever, if you retire. I would love to live up there in Montana. Mrs. Junkwax laughing over me over here. Yeah, when, if, 1, 2, 3, and pack number 4 to the side. Because it is tradition. Good luck, Miss Melody. Hey, what's up, Strokey? Welcome, my man. Slim, he is from Spokane, Washington. That is my home city, my man. Believe it or not. Small world, brother. So that is where I'm originally from. I now reside in Austin, Texas. I've been here for about 13 years, but I spent 30 years up there in the state of Washington. I'm a Pacific Northwesterner at heart. We're just going to rip all these down for you, Melly. Thank you, Timbo, for dropping those helpful links in the chat. Much appreciated. That's right. There you go, Big Earn. Beautiful reference. What's up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm. Oh, we have wonderful barbecue here in Austin. You were absolutely right, Slim. Ask my buddy Utah Breaks, who was just here visiting. He had barbecue thrice. He did. He went to a few different places. That's right. All right. We have Kyler Murray getting us started. Kyle Hamilton for the Dirty Birdies. Dalen Waddles. Dak Prescott for Dem Boys. Darius and the Swiss Family Robinson, rookie for Arizona. Adiza Isaac for the Dirty Birdies, rookie. Dallas Turner for Minnesota. And we actually found his autograph on a redemption not too long ago for Mikey 2. Garrett Wilson. Aw, Slim, thank you so much for smacking the follow button, my good man. Welcome to the family. Keep in mind, my brother, if you want to come over here and join the whole rest of the family on Twitch, you are more than welcome to do so. And after this rip, if you folks need a tutorial on how to come over here and join us, I'm happy to show you. There's a Lemon 8 link that is on my TikTok profile. If you choose that Lemon 8 link, it does not take you directly to Lemon 8. It pops up a menu, and you follow the link tree. That's how you find all the good stuff that happens on this channel. All right, we got Romeo Dobbs, Will Levis, Jalen Polk, autograph to 70-frickin-5.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Wow. That is a magnificent way to start our show. Congratulations, Melody. Damn. Cable God, do I know who Jake Morrisnick is? I do. Believe he plays for the Pirates? Yep. Absolutely. Aw, thank you, Bubba. Yeah, I know Twitch is kind of a tough go when you're on the road. So that's why we are live on 5 separate platforms, and you have all the options, my good man. You can also try Kick. Kick works pretty well while you're on the road. That is magnificent, Melody. 25 out of 75 on the Jalen Polk. Rookie auto. First card on the stand of the evening. CDN Collectibles. Crash. Good evening, Mr. Evans. Oh, that's your cousin, Jake Morrisnick. Small World Cable God. Very cool, buddy. High five. Keenan and Kel Allen for the Bears. Renardo Green for the 40 Whiners. Orahoro, rookie. Devontae Adams. The name's Dalton. Kincaid. For Melody's Bills, Jordan Addison for Minnesota. Michael Penix. You touch my Penix, Steve. Rookie for the University of Washington, go Dogs, Michael Penix. Hal Duggar. Ray Franklin for the Horsies. Head out to the Kuniko clan. Chop and the Swiss Family, Robinson. D.D. Lamb for the boys. Travis Swift, Mrs. Junkwax's PC. Lambjack for the Dirty Birdies. Shout out to Mr. Alan White, who we pulled a downtown for this last week. Devon A. Chain. Lee Alfu for Dem Boys. Obi Trice. Real name, no gimmicks. Braylon Dalen Trice. Empted, welcome back, buddy. Big Joe Alt with that Nerf helmet for San Diego. Miles Garrett. You done messed up, A.A. Ron. Elementary, my dear Christian. Watson. Mikey Evans for the Bucks. Alex Singleton on your parallel. For your Giants, Tyler Newman. And Isaac Gorendo for that Endo.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Miss Melody. Aw, thank you, Slim. I'm a total dork, my brother. Welcome to the family, big guy. All right, we have Micah Parsons for Dem Boys. Saquon Gnarls Barkley. Nico Collins for the Texans. Ooh, Bucky Irving on the stargazing for the Bucks. Kenneth Walker, A9 for my Seattle Seahawks. Yes, please. Ray Davis. I believe that is one of your PCs, Miss Melody, or your Bills. And Ricky Pearsall finishing that box off for you. There you go, Miss Melody. That was a heck of a box to start our night. You know what happens when we let them marinate like that. Melody, as always, my dear, I cannot thank you enough for snagging that down from JunkWaxVintage.com. And additionally, thank you for your patience today. So for those of you that don't know, Melody actually purchased that box at like 10:30 this morning. And it's been marinating for the day. So thank you, Melly. Truly appreciate it, my homie. If you would like to pre-grade that little bad boy, Miss Melody, you let me know. I will tell you right now, the autograph looks good. And it looks pretty well centered also. So it might be worth a pre-grade. What I would do, Melody, is check out some comps on that if you can find one. And if it comps for over 40 to 50 bucks raw, then that's a really good sign that you might want to grade it. And you know, that was something I wanted to touch on with the whole rest of the family. I've received a lot of messages recently behind the scenes about grading, because that is something that we do here on this channel. So I get a lot of questions about, hey, how do I know if I should grade this card? So how I do it, and obviously that's a very subjective thing, right? I'm never going to be one to tell you you should or should not grade your cards. That's a decision only you can make. But how I do it is if I look at a card and I find a comp on that card and it's worth anywhere between like 30 to 50 bucks or more, obviously, then that's a pretty good sign that it might be a good grader. If you look up a card and it is like 99 cents or $2, probably not. If it is for your PC and there is no monetary value that is important, if it is a card just for yourself and you want to save it, if you want to protect it, then value does not matter. If it is for your PC, it doesn't matter what it's worth. You should just slab it up anyway and protect it. But I know there's a lot of you out there that are trying to flip some cards and trying to make some money. If you're trying to take raw cards to grade, you want to make sure that those cards are worth at least 30, 40 bucks raw. That's a good benchmark for you. Sounds wonderful, Miss Melody. Thank you. Davy Prophet, good evening, legend. Slowly but surely, my dear friends. On this fantastic Friday evening, we are getting the whole fam-damly up in here. Good to see you tonight, legends. She's going to do Okie dokie. Next, in the family rip department, I believe we have my brother from another mother, one of the newest members of the family, Mr. Alan White. Alan, are you here tonight, big man? And are you ready? So we have Alan, and then Jack, and then Bree Imus with a beautiful card stand. Let's see if we can't find you that one of one, Bree. And then we have Timbo T-Wood after that. So, hey, Alan, can I ask you to do me a solid, my brother? Can we work together on something, Mr. White? He snagged $21 packs of 1991 Leaf Baseball. So, Mr. White, is there any way we can split these up just a little bit, buddy? Would you be okay with that? So we'll still rip them all tonight, but I just want to split them up a little bit so we don't have to rip 1991 Leaf for like the next 45 minutes. Would that be acceptable, my brother? You rock my face off, Alan. Thank you so much, good buddy. All right. We're just going to split this in half. We will do half now, and then we'll come back a little bit more later. Thank you so much, Alan. I truly appreciate you, buddy. All right. Thank you for smacking the follow button. Do not count your chickens. Mandy. And I say, Mandy, you're a fine girl. That's right. I heard I was supposed to count my chickens. The Wookiee. You're in the right place, my good man. Thank you, Mandy. Excellent to see you tonight. Risen Breaks, thank you for smacking the follow button. And Legends, if you are new here tonight, welcome. Nice to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage. You can find me here almost every single day. Ripping packs, cracking backs, and having an absolutely wonderful time with the rest of the family here. So if you would like to come over and join us on Twitch, folks, feel free to do so. All right, we start off with Arthur Rhodes on a gold leaf rookie for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Nice one, Alan. The Big Cat. Meow. Andres Galarraga. Jimmy Key. Spike Owen. Looking like he's taking a lunch break from Hot Dog on a Stick. Mr. Dahlman, good evening. Don Slott. Marquise Grissom, part of that 1995 Atlanta Braves World Series team. Lavalier. Dave Martinez. The product card. That's fun. Flash Gordon. John Olerud. Jerome Walton. Puffy Combs. Dunston checks in. The Minnesotan legend, Mr. Harmon Killebrew. Kevin Brown for our Texas Rangers. Pete Harnish. Barry Larkin. Lenny Dykstra for the Fightin' Phillies. I'd like to have a go around with that Philly. Old Greg.
Come on, Greg.
Olson. Steve Fry. The shop broom of a mustache of Gino Petrali. That is a dastardly dirt squirrel if I have seen one, family. Goodness gracious. That guy's got mustache to spare. Mark Davidson. Checklist. Edie for our Seattle Mariners. Albert Bell. Hey, Abbott. I hate that guy. Shout out to Mel Brooks, Jim Abbott. Gene Larkin, Barry's cousin, thrice removed. Orsalak, Danny Tartable, another Seattle former Mariner. Armin Killebrew, so nice you got the puzzles twice. Luis Quinones. Damon Berryhill, Kevin McReynolds Rap. Always sipping on that leaned. Jose leaned. Rest in peace to Mr. Tim Cruz. Jeff Brantley. Deer in Headlights, Mr. Rob Deere. Boba Fett's daddy for Milwaukee, Dante Bichette. The Cro-Magnon man, Mikey Morgan. Donnie Robinson. The Scud Missile, Mr. Scott Scudder. In-Law Bros, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Wes Chamberlain. Tom Glavine, legend for the Atlanta Braves. How about Dennis? Oil Can Boyd. Rick DeLucia. Another Harmon Killebrew puzzle. And there we go. Dutchie. What we have been hunting for, my good man. Ricky Henderson. Rest in peace to the legend. My cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle. Good to see you, you handsome son of a gun. He says, hey, good evening, Dalen and fam. I won't be here, but you can rip my packs without me or wait until tomorrow. Hey, I love you more, Brandon Daigle. When we get to your stuff, Brandon Daigle, I'll see if you are here. If you are not, then we'll probably just hang on to him until tomorrow night, if that's okay, buddy. We have a very busy night this evening. If we do end up ripping him tonight, though, Brandon, I will let you know. I'll send you a private message. Sound good, brother? And I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Brandon, for being so thoughtful. Steve Olin, Terry Steinbach, old Terry Steinbach, Creeper Candiotti, Tom Pignosy, The Swindler, the infamous safety glasses of Chris Sabo, Jose Okendo, Inya Endo.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Al Morris, Lee Smith, Eric the Red, Jeff Reed, Craig Wilson, Mr. Browning. I'm Browning. Shout out to Ozzy. And Harmon Killebrew, last but not least. Excellent. Thanks so much, Brandon Daigle. Sincerely appreciate that, my brother. You rock my face off. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy. In-Law Bros Breaks, thank you so much for smacking me with the heart. I appreciate you, my dude. What's up, Gigs? How you doing, brother? Excellent to have you back, and thank you for smacking that follow button. You know, I can't say I remember you right off the top of my head. Is that a new name, Mr. Giggs? And Mr. Elo. I took the Griffey down because we were on Whatnot earlier, and I get a lot of questions about it. So I just didn't put it back up, that's all. He will go back up eventually when we fill that National Treasures break. In-Law Bros, Mariners my favorite team? Correct. Yes. By far. I do like the Atlanta Braves as well, but Seattle Mariners are my #1 PC team. You were absolutely right. Prison Break. Thank you for sending the hearts. I appreciate you, buddy. Have you been on a non-voluntary vacation like myself at the Gray Bar Motel? For those of you that don't know, if you are new here, it's not something I'm proud of, but I'm not ashamed of it either. I am in recovery. So I have been clean from hard drugs since October 6th, 2009. And before that, I made some very, very poor choices. And I got locked up for a while. It's true, babe. Mrs. Junkwax just said, you've done enough drugs for the both of us. That's a fact. But I've been good for the last 15 years. So life is good. O'Brien. Excellent, my man. Well, welcome back, brother. It is excellent to have you back. And I hope you're doing well, my good man. Prison Breaks. Beautiful. Hey, same way, brother. I'm right there with you. Well, welcome to the family, my man. Mr. Galvin, that's exactly right. I'm living proof of that, my dude. Living proof. I am so grateful that none of you get to or have to meet that guy. Because that guy was a douche. I wanted mine, and I wanted yours too. One is too many, and 1,000's never enough, right? Oh, that is very kind of you to say, In-Law Bros. Thank you, buddy. Alrighty. Starting off with a gold leaf rookie for Minnesota, Mr. Willie Banks. Shout out to Ant Banks. Mike Harkey. Randy is always ready for the Fighting Phillies. That's right, Big Ernie Larson. Delta Bravo. Hector Villanueva. Que paso, Hector? Joe Bover. Kevin Tapani. Aw, thank you so much, Gigs. You know what, brother? I got you. Welcome back to the family, Brian. And I'm glad you're doing well, buddy. Stay on the straight and narrow, my good man. I know it's more difficult, but it's worth it. I promise. Especially sometimes when we are going through our issues, when we are in the throes of active addiction, we typically dig a hole for ourselves. So I don't know about y'all, but I dug a huge hole for myself. Spiritually, financially, physically. It was not great. But it's taken 15 years, but I finally dug myself out of that hole. Oh, that's right. That's right. Alice Burks, Bryce Harper's daddy. Just kidding. Ryan Happa. Well, and that's why I believe, my friends, that truly everything happens for a reason. It is almost impossible to see why those things are happening when they happen, like in the moment. But eventually, we always have that aha moment of going, oh, that's why that happened. Now I get it. Right? Give me a hell yeah if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, thank you so much, B. Rizzle. Absolutely right, my brother. Good to see you, B. Rizzle. Thank you, Brent, and I smacked you with that follow, my good man. All right, we got Michael Bolton's cousin, Tom Bolton. Return to the Mac, laying down the bunt. Tony Pena. Randy Bush from Minnesota. Ernie Larson says you would look good in a City Connect White Sox hat. Oh, really? Threaten me with a good time. Mikey Greenwell. Thank you, Greg. Or thank you, Pfeiffer. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, Ryan. Greg Harris. Armin Killebrew on the puzzle. And yeah, Mrs. Junkwax says, I think you mean Cubs, Ernie Larson. He's a Cubbies fan. In-law bros, you're absolutely right, my brother. Spot on. Cannot agree more. Chris Hoyles. Tim Berkey, thank you, my love. Ben McDonald, that would have been a magnificent poll back in 1991. The Big Cat, so nice, we got him twice. R. Kelly. Sans PP. Excellent. Wally Joyner. Chris Q has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Question is, he says, it's Friday the 13th. What's a movie that scared you at any age? Ah, that's an easy one. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That movie messed my mind up when I was a little kid. We have talked about it a few times on this channel. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. There was another one called Nightbreed that really got me as well. Thanks for asking, Chris. Hit him in the Steve. Matty Noakes. Luis Bologna. Mikey Witt. Langston, former Seattle Mariner. Flash Gordon. John Olerud. The Minnesotan led. Oh! Bro! You are never going to guess what we pulled.
Oh, my God!
Check it out, family. The biggest chase of 1991. Peanut Butter and Jealous. Alan White. Gold Leaf Rookie Todd Van Poppel.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
That is magnificent. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. If you cannot see, I have a Todd Van Poppel auto rookie right there. So I don't know how many of you have been in the hobby since 1991, but I'll tell you what, I was. And back in 1991, I am not kidding, folks, there was not a bigger chase than this guy right here. And then ended up being one of the biggest flops in all of baseball. That was going on the stand for you, Alan. Beautiful. Sorry about that, folks. BG, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. That's right, Troy Silver. Welcome back, our Canadian cousin. Good to see you, buddy. Mr. Devin Clark, my brother from another mother, smacking me with my favorite gift of all time, the Tiny Dinies. Thank you, Dev. Jody Reed. This is the guy that all my drill sergeants in the Army told me that was home with my girlfriend. Shout out to Jody, excuse me. Ron Gant for the Braves. Carly O'Brien, Kevin's cousin. Jeff Blauser. Tommy Hare. Kent Merker. Ojo. Better swipe that card for incidentals. Johnny Smoltz, Dave Magapint, Magadan, Lonnie Smith, Holy Braves Batman with Dave Justice, Alejandro Pena, Jay Bell for the Pirates, another Minnesotan legend, Mr. Harmon Killebrew, Joel Skinner laying down the bunt, Tim Leary, Jack Clark, shout out to Jeffro. Oh, hell yeah. My PC since I was about 8 years old, Mr. Jose Canseco. So, folks, I was born in Tacoma, Washington, and Jose Canseco played for the Tacoma Tigers. So I started PCing him, and I still do. And I'm on level 42 now. And, folks, I will be on level 43 in a month on July the 12th. Well, good evening, Bruce. Good to see you, Google it, Bruce. Cersei Lannister, Milt Thompson, Mark Grace, another one of my favorite players from the 80s and 90s. Doc Gooden, the Mellow of baseball. Dan Javier, Master of the Unibrow. Rick Honeycutt, Billy Hatcher, Jose De Jesus. Eric Anthony, somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. Shout out to Bubba. Dennis Cook for the Trolley Dodgers, hurling some heat. Another Harmon. Another Honeycutt. Hatcher of Jesus. Barry Bonds. There you go, buddy. Nice one. Nicely centered, too. How about old Greg?
Come out, Greg. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Myers. Milt Kyler. Chris James, shout out to CJ. Scott Sanderson. Tom Brunansky for my Bo Sox brethren. Mark Knudsen. Dwayne Ward. Travis Fryman. That was another fun one from 1991. Pedro Guerrero. McCaskill. Paul Maroc. Another Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Probably getting close to completing that puzzle at this point, Alan. That's right, Troy. Before he got all juicy. Old Barry Bonds. Brett Saberhagen. Billy Spires. You got Shumped. Old Terry Shumpert. Puffy Combs. So nice. We got him twice. Dunstan checks in. Harkey. Mr. Randy Reddy. Hector Villanueva. Joe Bover. Razor Ramon. Chico. Rest in peace to Scott Hall. The Afro Sheen Soul Glow drip of Mr. Eddie Murray. Juan in a Million Gonzalez. Give me a hell yeah in the chat, my dear friends, if you remember 1990 Donruss. The reverse negative. Juan Gonzalez. Cal Daniels. Kenny Rogers Roasters. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. And last but not least, a little Harmon Killebrew for you, my good man. There you go, Alan White. A wonderful first round of your 1991 Leaf Baseball. I am so grateful that we could pull a beautiful gold Leaf rookie Todd Van Poppel together. I gotta be honest, buddy, that is the very first time that I have ever actually pulled that card. And I have ripped into a heroic amount of 1991 Leaf. That is fantastic. Giggs, you were absolutely right. Yep, old Ryan Klesko. Yep. We actually just auctioned off a Atlanta Braves ball with Ryan Klesko's autograph on it. That was pretty sweet. Alan White, can I give that Ricky Henderson to Dutch? Of course I can, my good man. Cannot thank you enough for paying that forward to the family, Alan. Much appreciated, good buddy. Excuse me. Let me make myself a little note here. And Jack, Mr. Giordano, are you here and are you ready, my good man? Mr. Brian Street, I see over there with the Tiny Dinies. Thank you so much, you legend. We are up to 12 out of 50 on our Tiny Diny goal this evening. Thank you so much, Alan. You know that Dutch has been hunting that Ricky Henderson for a minute. So I am especially grateful. Little housekeeping. There we go. All right. Do we have Jack here with us tonight? Jack G. We have 2 packs of Select NASCAR. Father-son checkered flag. Go fast, turn left. Colby Dunlop, thank you for checking the brakes there, my good man. So in our 4 hobby box mixer that has 3 jumbo boxes of Top Series 2 that just released and 1 National Treasures, there is 16 teams remaining. On our 8th box out of our sealed case of 2025 Top Series 2 hobby boxes, we have 22 spots left. And no, I am so sorry. I apologize. We have 2 4 hobby box mixers up there, folks. I am so sorry. The baseball has 7 teams remaining. That's why I was kind of second-guessing myself on that. The football break has 16 spots left. And let me show you the football break, fam damnly. This one's going to be a fun one. I'm calling it right now. Resurgence Football. Looking at 3 autographs in there. Top signature class with 5 more autographs. There's 8 autographs. 2024 Contenders Football with 5 more. There's 13 autographs. And 1 more Contenders. So there's 18 autographs in that football break, folks. That one's going to be magnificent. Well, good evening, Lonnie. How's our resident rock star this evening? Good to see you, brother. Pops, welcome back, Mr. Van Blargen. Hey, Lee, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. All right. It does not look like we have Jack here with us tonight, so we're going to hang tight. Pops, thank you so much for sharing out my live, you legend. Much appreciated, buddy. All right, so we are going to move on, fam. Timbo T. Wood, 1/2 of the Towers of Power. Are you here tonight, my brother? And are you ready? '22 Super Glow Opal Edition. That's where we found a triple autograph that had Julio Rodriguez on it. Excited to rip into that one. And then you have a 2024 Collective Football with 8 autographs in it. Good luck, Timbo T. Wood. Colby Dunlop, do you have the board for football? I do.
Great wealth has been accumulated by...
Give me just a moment there, buddy.
hedge fund traders and other things. But in too many instances, they park their moral compass at the door.
There it is. That is what we have left on the football break there, fam damnly. Bubba says, tell Timbo if he pulls any Longhorns, they're mine. You got it, buddy. What's up, Buckshot? Welcome back, legend. Thank you, Bree Bree. You got it, Timbo. We will start with Super Glow. Thank you for asking, Colby Dunlop. That's what we have left. And that break just went live an hour and a half ago. So thank you so much for jumping up there and snagging your teams, my dear friends. Welcome back, CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, the temperature of the room just increased by like 7 degrees. Nice. All right, Timbo, my brother from another mother. Let's go. See if we can't find you something juicy here, my brother. And next is Bree Imus. And then after that, I think it might be break time. But we will refresh the shop and see. Thank you, sweetie. I agree. A gold pack there, Timbo. Empty box, buddy. Brian. So all you have to do, my good man, is head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. So real quick, let me give you a little tutorial, Bri. I'll show you something. Let me show you something. So if you go to my TikTok profile, family, you see there's a Lemon 8 link. You're going to tap that link, but don't worry. We are not going to Lemon 8, okay? So if you tap that little link, it's going to pop you up a menu just like that. You select the second option. You're going to follow the link tree. On that link tree, This entire row of white icons are all platforms that you can follow us on. So if you want to come over here and join the whole rest of the fam family, it is that icon right there. That'll bring you to Twitch. If you do not have Twitch, it will prompt you to download it for free. If you do have Twitch, it'll bring you right over into our room. Jeff Manning, thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. And then the website is right there. JunkWaxVintage website. And additionally, my friends, I've had a lot of people reach out and say that I have inspired them to start selling their own cards. If you want to do that, there's a link you can use right there. And we both get hooked up for it. So there you go. Thank you for asking, Brian. All right, good luck, Timbo. They do not make these easy to open. Empty bag. Aw, CD and collectibles. Crash! I appreciate that, Mr. Evans. Thank you, you legend. Same to you, good sir. Sounds wonderful, Timbo. Make sure you use that link, bro. All right, we got a couple of encased, and we have one pack. Let's go through the pack first, shall we? Hope you've had a wonderful Friday, Chris. And thank you, Brian. Thank you. All right, we start off with a lady. Gabby Thomas. It's a lady. Johnny Juzang. On the first ever. It's like their rookie card, basically. Oh, hell yeah. How about Mr. Tiger Blood himself? Charlie Sheen. Excellent. And Cole Anthony. Last but not least, basketballer. On the first ever. From Portland, Oregon. Shout out to Richard. My Portland pal. All right, let's see what we have here, Timbo. How about Brian Robinson Jr. on the autograph? Not too shabby there, Timbo. That is certified. Pretty cool. And last but not least, how about JT Daniels? Wrong Daniels. But very cool. We'll have to get some info on that young man. So would you like to use our AI over here on Twitch? And that is numbered 17 out of 25 there for you, Timbo T. Wood, on the JT Daniels. And gosh, that makes me feel old. He was born in 2000. Yikes. There you go, Timbo. Dallas, good evening, my good man. And we are not talking about J.R. Ewing. We did. All right, Timbo T. Wood. Box number 2. Thank you, sweetie. Mrs. Junkwax just pulled out the Ricky Henderson for Dutch from Alan White's cards. Thank you again, Alan. All right, good luck, Timbo.
Ooh, yeah.
This has a mix of a few different products in it, I believe. I think it has Pro Set and Press Pass and a couple of the other Leaf products. It is basically like their Chronicles without as many cards. Good luck, Timbo. Let's do it. Oh, no worries, Dutchie. Well, you got that Ricky Henderson, my good man. Shout out to Mr. White. Absolutely right. Oh, Lydia was born in 2010. Nice. Thank you, Melly. Appreciate you. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much, Colby Dunlop. So JT Daniels debuted in 2018 from USC. He is currently a college player. Nice. He has over 8,000 passing yards. Damn. That's amazing. So sounds like pretty decent. We'll have to keep an eye on that young man. Breaking the seal. All right, we start off a little shimmer. 1989 Pro Set design. Yes, please. Fred Ferrier. Bass. Giles Jackson for the Fightin' Irish. That's pretty. And that is first on print to 7. Welcome back, Little Rock. I hope you're having an amazing Friday as well, my good friend. How are you doing? Happy Friday. They don't call me the Bookend King for nothing. Another first on print. Mr. Smith Jr. on the shimmer. And that is penultimate on print. 9 out of 10. Ashton Ginty on the purple. And that one is number 2 out of 8 on the Ashton. Fred Ferrier was not numbered. Ghoulies. I checked it pretty well, bro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did miss it. Ah! Thank you. Appreciate that, Ghoulies. That's why I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. But it blends in. That is 7 out of 10. Thank you so much, good sir. I stand corrected. All right, we have Amari Huggins, Bruce, Amanda, Hug and Kiss. That one is number 2 out of 7 on the press pass. Beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. Texan legend, Earl Campbell on the Pixel Bowl from 1989. How cool is that? And that one is 12 out of 25 on the Earl Campbell. Elijah Surratt. Autograph. Roll Tide. Crazy Card Lady Kim, good evening. 9 out of 10 on the Elijah. Oh, hell yeah. His house is on fire. Shout out to Lisa Left Eye Lopez. You got some Andre Rison on the autograph. How cool is that, Timbo? And that one is 5 out of 10. You're absolutely right, Richard. Yes, sir. Caden Durham. Go Tigers. I believe he is from LSU. And that is 6 out of 10. AJ Duffy. Beautiful. Man, these cards are sick. Nice box, Timbo. And that is first on print to 3 on the AJ Duffy. Excellent. Angelo Oshawada, thank you so much for the gifts over here on TikTok, you legend. How about Noah Fifita? Believe we found some autographs of his in the past. And that one is 5th on print to 20 on the press pass. Old Tommy Two Bags. Nicholas Castellanos' cousin, thrice removed. Tommy Castellanos. Just kidding. And that one is first on print to 2. Nice, Timbo. Jeremiah Love on a black shimmer. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. You're right, babe. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. And that is 8 out of 8. Last on print there for you, Timbo. And last but not least, Raiders legend, Mr. Tim Brown, or Timbo. Beautiful, Timbo. I think that's very appropriate. And that is a 1 of 1.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Congratulations, Timbo T. Wood. And that is really nicely centered, too. That's a good-looking card, buddy. Mr. Greg over here on TikTok says, I'm a buyer on the Tim Brown. Good to know. I don't know if he's selling it, but we'll see. Welcome back, Viper. Good to see you, my dude. That goes in a brand new 55-point JunkWaxVintage top loader. For those of you that are new here tonight, we do create our own top loaders. We make our own supplies. If you want to go check those out at JunkWaxVintage.com, you are more than welcome. Oh, thank you, Kyle Granville. Much appreciated, my friend. Well, there you go, Timbo T. Wood. Oh, he says he will entertain an offer on the Tim Brown. So, Greg, if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch, you're more than welcome. Or Timbo, if you want to make the switch to TikTok, either way. All right, well, thank you so much, Timbo T. Wood. As always, my brother, one of the oest of OGs of the entire family. I cannot thank you enough, Timbo. Love you, buddy. Excited to get into those breaks tonight. In-law bros breaks. He says, you taught yourself how to make your own top loaders? No. Something like that, though. All right, you incredible human beings. Let's move on forward, shall we? Let me snag myself a little sippy. And Brie Imus, the family's newest newlywed. Are you ready, my dear? Shout out to you and Lolo. Sean Allen says, same junk day, eh? Correct. How you doing there, eh? Are you from up north of the border? We're heading up north for some French fries and gravy, sir. Almost made it. Bree B. Let's find you that one of one, shall we? Good luck. Why, thank you, Sean Allen. Beautiful. Good to have you, brother. We have a lot of Canucks in the family here. And keep in mind, my friends, for those of you that are international, a lot of you know, if you go over to JunkWaxVintage.com, we do have free shipping inside the continental U.S. But don't you worry, the international folks, we got something for you too. We are slowly but surely working our way towards free international shipping, but we are not there yet. So we do cover up to $20 of your international shipping. So how that works is we ship internationally once a month. We ship in the continental US every week. Okay? So there's a pretty significant difference if you're international, but we ship once a month, and Mrs. Junk Wax will put all of your items together into a box. You can ask any of our international folks. That's how it works. We shoot you an email to the same email that you use at JunkWaxVintage.com, and Mrs. Junk Wax basically gives you a ledger and says, okay, this is how much it was to ship. This is minus the $20 that we pay, and the leftover is what you're responsible for. And typically it works out to like 10, 15 bucks, something like that. Even for people that live in Australia, in Ireland, in Singapore, and Taiwan. It's true. That's very true, my love. You're absolutely right. Sean Allen, I am from Austin, Texas, my good man. Originally from Seattle, Washington, but I've been down here in Austin for about 13 years. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the family. All right, Bree B. For those of you that are unaware, we have our own card stands, and these card stands have rarity. So if you see this one is numbered 5 out of 10. These are the number to 25. They have all my Dalenisms on there. You know it, Bubba. I'm from Austin, isn't that weird? And we also have a one of one in here. And we haven't found it yet. It looks just like this, but it's gold. So good luck, Bree. Here we go. CJ, nope, we have not found the one of one yet. We're hoping we find it for Bree right meow. Buena suerte, our favorite Imus in the evening. We have a base card stand, Bree. For card stand number 1, that is the base version. And you're right, Mrs. Junk Wax. We've had a lot of people write us behind the scenes saying they actually like the base ones even better. Thank you, Bree.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. In-law bros, so glad to have you tonight. Same to you, Dutch, Kirk Woa, Chris Q. Thanks for hanging out. Legends. Come on, one of one. Ace card stand. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry, Bree B. I tried. But there you go, my dear. Thank you as always, Bree Imus. Shout out to you and Lolo. couple of my favorite humans. I'm going to put these back into your boxes to be opened by you. Thank you again, Bree and Lolo. We love you. All right, legends. Brandon Daigle. I saw that you were still here, buddy. And good to see you, JB. Welcome, my brother. Thanks for hanging tonight. So, Mr. Daigle, if you are still here, legend, let's rip into those spotlight packs, shall we? Colby Dunlop says, do you guys have a set date each month when you send the international shipments? Yes and no. We typically ship like the last week of the month, but we don't actually have a set date because that date changes sometimes. It revolves, you know? Yep, and Mrs. Junkwax is going to reach out to you, Colby Dunlop, behind the scenes. We got you, brother. Oh, thank you, Brandon Daigle.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, you were on Mrs. Junkwax's list of people to reach out to, Colby. Well, thanks, buddy. All right, my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle. Thank you as always, legend. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy here, my good man. Shane says, what rip number are we on? So we have number 7 out of our sealed box of 2025 Top Series 2. Number 7 is full. And I think we're working on number 8 right now. Be Too Sober, welcome to the family. So glad to have you. One of my favorite things in this whole world to see, aside from sports cards, is the disease of addiction getting its ass kicked. Nicely done, Be Too Sober. And you know what? I like the cut of your jib. I can't follow everybody, but I got you there. Beautiful. Welcome to the family. Andrew Shumper says, what are the odds we can guilt everyone into filling the PYT? Thank you, Andrew. As always, my good man, it will fill what it is supposed to. But folks, if by some act of the universe we fill that 4-box baseball PYT tonight, we will bust it tonight. Threaten me with a good time. I think we have 7 teams left. Andrea, good to see you, Ms. D-Lo. How you doing, young lady? Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. Oh, Andrea. I cannot thank you enough for the tiny dinies, you big sweetie. Shout out to you and your hubby. Love you both. Hey, thank you, Shane. Sounds good, brother. Crazy Card Lady Kim says, so I can list cards with you instead of eBay? No. But I appreciate you so much, Kim. Thank you. Someday, Kim, someday. We are talking about, all joking aside, Kim, we are talking about doing consignment. But that's a whole nother ball of wax, and we want to make sure that we have the right infrastructure for that before we even start. Because you're dealing with legalities on that, right? All right, we start off with Sparky Lyle, The Wiz, Mr. Ozzie Smith, Pedro Martinez. I joke and I call that impregnated Pedro. Thicker than 6 Snickers. Matty Ice on the spotlight. I believe that's going to be numbered to 75. 5th on print to 75. That's right, Jer Bear. We're going to bust into the WWE tonight as well, my brother. Do we have Noah with us tonight, Jer Bear? Just leaving that one up for you, Brandon. The man, the myth, the Molitor. Sheen Min Wong. And Christian Yelich, last but not least. Nice first pack there for you, Brandonio. Sleeving up the Matty Ice to 75. Pack number 2. That's right, Colby. Football is filling quickly. He'll be here tomorrow night, Jer Bear. Nice. Well, shout out to Noah. All right, we got Noma Garcia Parra, the man, the myth, the schnoz. Daryl Strawberry on the 1983 design. Yes, please. Beautiful. Devon White for Jason Russell's Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, hell yeah. Peanut butter and jealous, Brandon Daigle. How about an Ellie De La Cruz First Lights rookie? Beautiful. So In-Law, these are actually made by an acquaintance of mine. His name is Andy Friedman. I got to meet him last year at the National. We had about a 40-minute conversation. And I will see him again at this year's National. And he's actually been commissioning cards for Topps since 2019. He's done like the Topps 100, the ones that come encased. And they like his art so much that they let him have a whole set. And the fun fact about these folks is when they're created, they're actually just slightly smaller than the card. So he does them like really, really tiny. And they're on cloth canvas. And you can find one-of-one canvas pieces of art. Basically like a printing plate, kinda, of this set. And we found a couple of them. Beautiful, Brandon. Sleeving that one up for you, buddy. Trigger Trav, she has not ripped that yet. Nope, it's sitting right over here, good buddy. How about Miguel Tejeda on the grayscale for the Athletic? Shout out to Dutchie. And I think that is 49. Yep. Julio or Ellie De La Cruz out of 49. Armin Killebrew and Matlock. And we're not talking about an old detective. Very nice. Exactly right. Yep, you got it, in-law. Correct. So these are reprints of those original canvas pieces of art. Yep. Absolutely right. Thank you so much, Andrea, for gracing us with your presence this evening, young lady. It's wonderful to have you. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you and Dano. All right, we got Bob Clemente on your last pack magic, Brandon. The Fearsome Foursome for the Orioles. Holton Cowser, Ryan Mountcastle, Adley Rushman, and Gunnar Henderson. Shout out to the Hammer, Mr. Jeff Hansen, his PC, Robin Yount. Rookie, again, Ellie De La Cruz, with Lucky Luciano co-starring. Duke Snyder. Juan, in Emilian Soto. And the legend, Mr. Johnny Bench. Finishing that one off for you, Brandonio. Congratulations, my good man. That Ellie De La Cruz is magnificent. And your grayscale numbered to 49. And the Matty Ice to 75. Beautiful. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here, my dear friends. I'm going to top load those up for my cousin. Thank you as always, Brandon. And I'm glad you were here for those tonight, my good man. Thanks for hanging in with us. There you go. Oakley dokley. That would be wonderful. So, hey, Trigger Trev, can we all get a hell yeah if we want to see Mrs. Junkwax rip into a pack of Star Wars? Please and thank you. Absolutely, Brandon Daigle. Yes. Or shizzle. Good eye. Our buddy Cole over here on TikTok says, what cards are those? Those are 2024 Top Spotlight, is what they're called. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Andrew Shumper. Ray, no, there is no Ken Griffey Jr. in those spotlights, my good man. Unfortunately. I wish there was. Thank you, Viper. Thank you, Mr. Pfeiffer. Thank you, Bree B. Dutch, you want to see the Matty Ice one more time? Sure. There you go. And that is a Spotlight Parallel, numbered to 75. Thank you, Miss Melody. Thank you, Brian Smith. Thank you, Richard. And that is 5th on print to 75. All right, folks, I'm handing the mic over. It is wonderful to see you tonight, Ray. How you doing, big man? Thank you so much, Shane. Hoorah. Another devil dog in the family. Shout out to you and Mr. Shumper. All right, family. Good luck. Have the pack, babe? Oh, you got it. Good.
Hi, everybody. Okay. A little tall for me. There we go. Awesome. Trigger Trev reached out to me behind the scenes, and he was like, "Do you only piece Grogu or do you like all Star Wars?" And I was like, "I like all Star Wars." And then he bought this for me, and I was super ecstatic. Oh, thank you, Trigger Trev. It was very sweet. I appreciate it a lot. All right, where's the knife? Okay.
So it actually opens like a pack of
Yeah,
cigarettes.
I was gonna
You see a
say.
little- yeah.
It looks a little. Yeah, no knife needed.
Old school cigarettes anyway used to have that little rip.
Oh
thing.
yeah. And then you do the.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I never smoked.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. There's a couple of cards in these, right?
I think.
Give her the knife anyways. I don't know if you want to do that. All right. Oh, that's cool. Almost like a card deck. Cool. All right. Doesn't say on them.
Not.
The
Is
Mandal-
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Kylo
Ben. Thank you. Vader.
Know that one.
I know that one. And
Mr.
Harrison
Solo.
Ford. That's right.
Pretty cool.
That's right.
Like Papa art.
I love anything pink. Beautiful.
The Millennium Falcon.
Oh, very cool. It's like an art sketch card, kinda. Oh, R2D2. Oh, that one's so cute. I love it. Star Trooper that's painted. These cards are so sweet. There you go. Oh, Chewbacca. That's such a cool card.
The Wookiee's so nice. We got him twice.
I love these. These are so cool. Thank you. Trevor, these are Trick or Trev.
Tanner, they are not numbered. No, sir. They do have numbered cards in
Yeah,
there, but they are not
you
numbered.
could see there's a thing on the back. Oh, these are so cool. Love this.
Check that out. That one.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Skywalker. That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really...
Rock my face off, brother.
These are so cool. Thank you so much. That was so fun. I might get some of them graded. This one's my favorite. I like anything. True. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. All right, I will give Dalen back to you. Bye.
I think she did a wonderful job there, my dear friends. Can we have a round of applause for Mrs. Junkwax? And let's bring this back up to my level. There we go. Excellent. Aw, thank you so much, Dutchie. Shane says, I bet Mrs. Junkwax is the boss lady. Oh, bro, you have no idea. I wear the pants in this relationship. He just tells me what size and how to wear them. Damn right, in-law, she is the CEO. You are spot on, my good man. I see you there, Dallas. Thank you, Mr. Pfeiffer. Appreciate your ride. That's right, Richard. Yep, the Sons of Tatooine. Rectamundo. I love it. Thank you so much, buddy. All right, so the Ellie for pre-grading and the strawberry straight to the PSA. Nice. I love it. Thank you, Brandon Daigle. So, Mrs. Junkwax. Well, actually, you don't have your laptop, do you? Here, let me refresh the shop here real quick. And I'm going to make a tag for Brandon Daigle's grading and pre-grading. Yeah, and he snagged a grading on the Daryl Strawberry. Going to go straight to PSA, no pre-grade needed. And you know, folks, I just want to let you know and be very clear, you are more than welcome to do that anytime. You do not have to have your cards pre-graded to send them off to PSA with me. So you're always welcome to just go straight to PSA if you do not want to have it pre-graded. Never a problem. Of course, I always recommend pre-grading because nobody wants to get back a PSA 6. It does happen. That's a fact. Unless you're grading 1953 tops. or something. But yeah. Right. Then you're stoked if it's a PSA 6. Yes, please. Zach Morris, good evening. Shout out to Kelly Kapowski. All right. Brandon Daigle with our 15,104th order. Mm-hmm. We're going to sleeve and top load that one for you, Brandon, on your Daryl Strawberry. Oh, you rock my face off, babe. Correctamundo. That is his PC. All right. Hey, what's up, Bubba? Oh, you made it, brother. Beautiful. Glad you made it safe. Trigger Trev. That's a great question, my man. Last night, who won the hit boxes? I think it was Alan White and Andrew McFadden, our brother from Down Under. They're who won the giveaways last night. In-law says, have you heard about the non-activity violations TikTok threw out at everyone's accounts? No, I have not heard anything about that. What is that? Obviously, we don't have to worry about non-activity here on this channel. But yeah, that's really interesting, my man. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Bubba, thank you for hitting me with a rose there, you big sweetie. All right, fam damly. I am going to refresh that shop quickly, and I think it's break time. You and I both, Trigger Trev. And remember, legends, I did refresh those JunkWaxVintage hitboxes. We have a level 11, we have another level 9, and we have several level 6s. So threaten me with a good time, you beautiful people. You want to run a hype train? I am happy to give one of those away. Hey, our favorite devil dog, Andrew Shumper, my brother from another mother. Have a magnificent sleep. Love having you here, buddy. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. And I sincerely hope I get to see you tomorrow night. Same junk time, same junk channel. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Much love to you, brother. Todd and the Wet Sprocket, Empfield. Good to see you, Toddy. Welcome back, legend. Brian Smith says, does Amanda like Darth Vader? Not as much as Baby Grogu, but yes. Kevin O'Brien, smacking Lahab with a free 1-month subscription. And Kevin O'Brien, that is your 23rd gifted sub in this family, my brother. Cannot thank you enough, good sir. All right, legends. That is a fact. It is break time.
It's time!
2025 Top Series 2. This is our 7th box out of our sealed case, and ladies and gentlemen, Bubba, my fellow Austinite, smacked us with the showstopper. And Kevin O'Brien with the free gifted sub. Those gentlemen together have started a fantastic Friday evening. As always, you incredible human beings, if we take this hype train to a magnificent level 6, we give away 1 JunkWaxVintage hitbox. If we take this to level 9, we give away 2 JunkWaxVintage hitboxes. And if we take this hype train to an astonishing level 11 or above, actually, I'll make you a deal. If we take this hype train to a level 15, we give away 3. I will give away the level 11, I will give away the level 9, and a level 6. But we got to take it to level 15 for all 3 of them. Okay? If not, that's okay. So if we take it to level 11, we'll rip the level 11 and a level 6. If we only go to level 9, we will rip the level 9 and the level 6. Make sense? Thank you so much, Alan White, smacking us with 5 beautiful gifted subs. Sincerely appreciate you, Alan. And you know what, Alan? I want to give credit where credit is due, buddy. You have been in this family a very, very short time, my man, and you have made a giant impact. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being so consistent and joining us over there on Whatnot today. It was wonderful to have you, Alan. And you got some steals and deals today, my dude. You have a magnificent pile of cards that you got over there on Whatnot today, my good man. So nicely done. Richard, he says, what are the levels? So on a hype train, it is basically like a fundraiser for this channel. And the more people donate, it escalates in levels. So right now, we are already on hype train level 3 at 41% with 4 minutes to go. Thank you so much, Trigga. Thank you so much, Brian Smith, Danny Rendon, my Colorado cousin. Much appreciated. And we give out gifts based on what level we get to. So thank you for asking, Richard. All right, folks. Let's see if we can't find some hype train break magic, shall we? Paul Stanley, thank you for smacking the follow button. Shout out to Kiss. All right, legends. Adam, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome. So you know what we must do, my dear friends. We got to randomize this bad boy and find out who gets what. And how we do that is with a dice roll. Humongous shout out to our buddy Rachel, who snagged us this sweet little handy dandy dice tray from Etsy. Love you, Rach. Dallas, thank you for smacking that resub button for the 4th month. I appreciate you, my dude. Rachel also got me the Bookend King nameplate. That was pretty sick. Oh, no worries. User 584-421-137-1586. Sorry about that, brother. Are you over on Twitch? User 584-421-137-1586. Oh, how about 8? The hard way. I think that's a good omen. 4 and 4. 8 it is. So, legends, can you do me a solid, please? One or the other. Either screenshot the list that's right in front of you, or memorize what spots you have, because I'm about to take this list off the screen. If you're over on TikTok and Twitch, you can see both. So, thank you if you're on both platforms. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko calling number 9. Beautiful. And Scotty, I did get your message behind the scenes right before the show started tonight, my good man. So I'm happy to get in touch with you tomorrow, Scotty. All right, folks. Let's do it. Give me just a second here, legends. There you go. Oh, wow. Bubba smacking us with another 100 beautiful biddies, taking us to hype train level 4. We are 2 levels away from the level 6 JunkWaxVintage hitbox. And we're going to randomize this bad boy 8 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams right meow. There you go. I will give you just a couple of minutes to take a gander at those teams. Remember, there is never any obligation to trade your teams. Oh, sounds wonderful, Miss Melody. Enjoy that, and please ride safely. Oh, 584. Oh, Alan White. Thank you so much, good buddy. That is good to know. I will smack you with a follow there, Alan. Thank you, buddy. Aw, Train. I hear you, brother. Go Birds. Got you covered, buddy. And who was that? Trevor Bostwick. Trigga Trev. You beautiful, beautiful Some Beach. Taking down my tiny diny goal tonight, you legend.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
I appreciate you so much, Trigger Trev. Let's refresh that bad boy. I'm only going to reset it one time tonight, okay? There you go. Mr. Lane Rust, what's up, Laner? Oh, we have had a truly fantastic Friday today, my dude. Been a good one. Alrighty, we do have a trade. Bubba, I don't think you can trade and confirm at the same time. But thanks. I love you, brother. Oh, I guess you can. Wow. Okay. Hey, I think we found a loophole. Mikey won. Might need to work on that. All right, so Astros and Dodgers. Thank you. Let's see where we have here. So Astros are number 16. And Trolley Dodgers are number 28. So Trevor Taylor, you have your Astros. And JVD, you got the Trolley Dodgers at number 16. There you go. What? Trigger Trevor Bostwick has taken down my second tiny diny goal of the evening. I cannot thank you enough. Legend of legends. And you know what? I'm leaving it down. You have done enough, Trevor Bostwick, and I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you. As I have said before, my dear friends, and I will say it again, it is the hype trains that we have over here on Twitch. It is the gifts that we have over on TikTok that are the true MVPs of this channel. Because you know, we keep our prices ridiculously low, so we actually don't depend on the profit that we make from cards. Without the gifts and the hype trains, don't know if I'd be here doing this with you. So thank you so, so much. Oh, beautiful, Miss Melody. I was hoping that that's what that was. Ride safely. Yep. All right, all right. Dutch says Dalen put Mikey 2 on the Dodgers. Of course. Got you covered, brother. Give me just a moment here, fam. We're going to let that white out dry. So, Legends, it looks like the trading has come to a dull roar. I'm going to go ahead and flip this list right back around. If you would like to screenshot it, please feel free to do so. It's going to turn around in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh no! We made it to level 4 on the Hype Train, Legends. Alan White, I cannot thank you enough for the 5 gifted subs. Kevin O'Brien, the top bit gifter with 245 bits. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Valiant effort. But it looks like the JunkWaxVintage hitboxes are safe for now. Oh, sorry, folks. We were so close. Dang it. All right, my dear friends, I'm going to go ahead and lock in the rest of these teams here. I sincerely appreciate you bearing with me for just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. If you need to go grab yourself a fresh beverage, maybe use the restroom, now would be a perfect time to do it. All right, Josh Watson, our railroad employee brother, taking down my Seattle Mariners in spot number 1. Kirk Woa, 2 and 3, Blue Jays and Pinstripes. CJ Smiles, number 4, the Diamondbacks. Alan White, 5 and 6, Pirates and Athletics. JVD, number 7. You got the Gigantes. Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. Sam Shope, Sambo, taking Minnesota. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko. Number 9, the Royals. And Mrs. Junkwax wrote Gail in here. It's okay, honey. So we're going to Gail Kuniko tonight. I love it. Shout out to Gail. Alan White, 10, 11, and 12. Angels, Guardians, and Rangers. That's right. Shout out to Gail. Another OG of the family. Shout out to the whole Kuniko clan. Shane. He says, will break number 8 go off tomorrow, my good sir, or tonight? That's a great question, Shane. To be honest with you, I'm not certain at this point. If I was a betting man, I would probably say tomorrow. But you just never know. We might have time to do it tonight. If we can get through this one in the WWE pretty quickly, maybe. I would love to. The WWE is full. But number 8's not full. That is correct. All right, JVD, number 13, the Bo Sox. Ryan Pfeiffer, number 14, the Cubbies. I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Look at him. He's going to go cry on his huge pillow. CJ Smiles, number 15, you got the Mets. CJ and the Mets. CJ and the Mets. That was a stretch. Mikey 2 got the Trolley Dodgers. Thank you again, Dutch. I know he will be very appreciative. Sambo, number 17, you got Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. The Good Land. Kevin O'Brien, number 18, the Fightin' Phillies. Shout out to Mikey 1. And Peggy. Kilo Joe Montez, number 19, the Braves. Chris Krawiak, another OG of the family, taking the Cardinals in number 20. Thank you, Chris. JVD, number 21, the Cincinnati Reds. Melly P, number 22, the Rockies. Kilo Joe, number 23, the Tigers. JVD, number 24, the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Melly P, number 25, the Tampa Bay Rays. Sambo, number 26, San Diego. DJ Smiles, number 27, the Nationals. See if we can't find you another juicy juice for the Nationals, CJ. Mr. Pfeiffer, number 29, the White Sox. And JBD, last but not least, Bienvenidos a Miami, the Marlins. There you go, folks. If you would do me a solid and take a gander at that list, if it looks appropriate and accurate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know you're ready? My fellow Washingtonian, Mr. Erickson. Question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Question is the 1-of-1 card stand still live? Yes, it is. It sure is. Much to my chagrin. Gosh dang it. If I'm being really honest, I thought we would have found it by now. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. It's got to be in there somewhere. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Brian. Brian. Thank you, Dutchie. All right, legends.
It's time!
Miss Peggy, if you're taking off tonight, my dear, have a wonderful sleep. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow, young lady. Big hugs and firm handshakes to my fabulous Floridians. This is box number 7 out of our sealed case of 12. Oh, hey, babe. That goes to... Sweetie. Alrighty. Silver pack will go last. Empty box. Pack number 4, Ectomy. We will rip those little bad boys last. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. Thank you so much, Dutch. Boston Bill Cormier. My long-haired, don't-care brother over here absolutely blowing me up with beautiful gifts. Thank you so much, Boston Bill. Shout out to you and Julie. Hope my colorful Cormiers are having a fantastic Friday. Can't wait to see you two again in person. I gotta head back up there to Boston as soon as possible. CJ Smiles says, and please tell me you still have my 4 out of 10 to ship, as I got my other 2 stamps today? That's a great question, CJ. I'll have to double check behind the scenes, my good man. Could be. There's no reason why it wouldn't. But thank you, CJ. All right, we got Jenny Jones's son, Jared, for the Pirates. 2 in blue. Garrett likes to crochet in his free time. Isaiah Kiner Falefa, Aguiar, Wenceal, Fitzgerald, Aroa, Adam Duvall for the Braves, the not-so-dirty Sanchez, Pobrecito, Altuvito, going to Bubba and the Astros. Somebody please bang a trash can. Mitchell Parker, Juan Soto, Luis Angel Acuna, Herbie Yates, Isert, Sanoja, Hunter Goodman, Robert Suarez, Jacob Young, chucking some lumber, the Gigantes in that not-so-golden shower, Bautista. Oh, hell yeah. Right off the jump. How about shout out to Mr. Chris Krawiak, who has the Cardinals this evening, the proud owner of the most Scandinavian name in all of baseball. And he plays for Team Japan. Lars Nootbaar on the autograph. There you go, Chris. Congratulations, my buddy. That goes in a brand new Junk Wax Vintage top loader. Eudemus. Our Texas Rangers, little Texas two-step. Christian Walker for the Stros. Michael Kopech in the City Connect. Johnny DeLuca. Pennington. Jaden Hill. Adley Rushman. On the Contreras, Pablo Honey. Andy Rodriguez. Ellie De La Cruz going to Cincinnati. Luis Angel Acuna on the 1990 throwback rookie for the Mets. Osvaldo Bido. Trey Turner. Grant Holman. Brian Bayo. Always drinking that Batorade. Shout out to our buddy Corey. Jake Fraley. Hunter Brown. Gordon Crachefo. McMahon. Andahar. Gavin Lux. Taylor and his Salty Walls. And Jake Bowers for Milwaukee. Damn right, Bubba. I'm very lucky in the St. Louis department, right? Round 2. And folks, just a heads up, right after this, we have a monster WWE break. And I am ridiculously excited to bust into that one. So thanks for hanging in with me. This is round 2 of 5. Starting off with old Gustavo Campero, Evan Smith, Joey Bart, Jack Neely rookie, Austin Hayes, Nick York, Brian Ramos, Clark Schmidt, Brandon Dandruff, Jose Tena, the Mets for CJ, Andy Ibanez, Matthew Boyd, Trey Turner, Grant Holman, Ben Brown on the Future Stars, Nick Pivetta, Jesse Winker, Manzardo for Tim Hudson's Cleveland Guardians, Blaze Alexander with his stunner shades on. What's up, Mookie? What's up? Mookie. Yandy. Oh, hell yeah. How about the man, the myth, the mustache? Mr. Mike Schmidt and Trey Turner in those City Connects. Beautiful. Robbie Ray, Brendan Donovan, Troy Taylor in the City Connect for our Seattle Mariners. Alec Thomas, Trevor always telling us a story. Julian for Minnesota. Boss, is the WWE break sold out? Yes, it is, my good man. Christopher Negron, thank you for smacking the follow button. Bienvenidos. Jordan Lawler, couple of 1-2 Sandiagans, David Goggins, Ben Kasparius, Cutter Crawford, Jose, Julio, Iglesias, Sans Mole, Jose Ramirez on the Summer Superstars. Jeff B., thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. Welcome to the crew. Ryan Feltner. Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Shout out to Luke Weaver. The Lawnmower Man, Mr. Jackson Job. User 403-304-466-8823. Thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome. Oh, que bueno. Mil gracias, Christopher. Mucho gusto. Lo mismo. A ti. Lo siento en advance porque mi español es mucho basura. Porque soy muy gringo. Austin Hedges. Nikki Two Bags for the Fighting Phillies. Bailey Falter for the Pirates. Zach Penrod. Ashcraft. Erstat. Couple of 1-2-3 Tigers. With a luscious lip curtain. Mr. Spencer Strider. Hey, Oscar Hernandez, your home run derby champ on the 1990 throwback. Bubs, welcome to the family. And Andy Walters, rookie for Cleveland. Finishing off round number 2. Round 3. You know what, Chris? I like the cut of your jib. I just smacked you with a follow, my brother. I don't know why, but I just do. I got that feeling. Nice to have you, Mr. Negro. Mucho gusto. También. Vámonos. So, Legends, we have 7 teams remaining in that 4 hobby box baseball break with National Treasures included. And remember, the 3 jumbo boxes that are in that break come out of a sealed case as well. So in addition to the National Treasures, somebody might catch a case hit in that one. We're looking at over 1,200 cards in that break, my friends. Well, I will guarantee you that everybody will get cards in that one. I can't guarantee you will get a card out of the National Treasures, but I can guarantee that everybody will get cards out of that one. Over 1,200. Oh, Mr. Michaud, thank you so much. And we have a whole bunch of Canadians in this family, my man. And we ship a whole lot to Canada as well. Bubs, thank you so much, buddy. JG24, welcome. All right, we got Tomoyuki Shigano getting us started on round 3. Lennon Sosa. Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Shout out to Luke Weaver. Michael Harris for the Braves. Kyle Stowers. Lo Perfido for Toronto. Shout out to my Canadian cousins, eh? Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. Zagisi, we just found his autograph. Shota of the Iminaga. Jake Myers. Couple of 1-2 Atlanta Braves, Austin Riley and Matty Ice. I love those cards so much. Those are so neat. Elio Ramos for the Gigantes. The Lawnmower Man, Austin Hedges, Nikki Two Bags, Campero, Grayson Rodriguez, a little G-Rod, Simeon Woods, Rob Richardson for Minnesota, the Man McClanahan, Hey Oscar and Bobby Witt Jr., that one goes to the Trolley Dodgers, the Big Dumper, Al Rowley, Shout out to Nick Allen, our Puyallup Pounder. Mercado. Erod Eduardo Rodriguez. Griffin Conine rookie. The Knack. Hyder Montero. Nolan Jones. Ryan Reynolds rap. Leo Jimenez. Kristen McKenzie. David Bednar for the Pirates. Porter Hodge. More St. Louis. You can find me in St. Louis. Shout out to Nelly. Asturi Ruiz. James Outman. Fernando Tatis Jr. He's got the juice. Troy Taylor. Alec Thomas. Austin Hedges. Excuse me, that is Austin Barnes. Jonathan Aranda for Tampa Bay. Josh Bell. Kike Hernandez for the Trolley Dodgers. Jose Can You See? Justin Harris rookie. Michael Massey. Your 2022 MVP, Paul Goldschmidt. Ozzy Albies on the rainbow for Atlanta. And last but not least, of round number 3 of 5, Spencer Torkelson. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, fam. Cheers. For roast. Pinkies up because we're fancy.
Ooh, yeah.
Almost time for our third spicy water of the evening. All right, folks. Round 4. Mr. Chris, Josh Bell will forever torture my Phillies until he retires? Probably. Es posible. Here we go. Mr. David Fry for Cleveland. The Knack. My Sharona. I'll see myself out. Kiter Montero. Nolan Jones. Renfro. On the Contreras. Trevor McDonald, rookie. Brady Basso, rookie. Otra vez el Basso. Elias Diaz for San Diego. Rosario, back-to-back San Diegans. David Goggins. The Polar Bear on the 1990 All-Star throwback for CJ and the Mets. Tyler Nevin. Ryan Reynolds rap. Jairo Iriarte. Ben Joyce. Kyle Isbell. Will Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew. Going to Sam Shope. Mom Spaghetti. George Kirby. Duke Ellis. Neiman. Javi Baez. Casey Schmidt. Joe Kelly. Mason Miller. John Singleton chucking some lumber for the Astros. Victor Paso Robles. Blowing a bubble while he's smacking one probably out of the park. What a cool card that is. Wow. I can't say I've ever seen anybody hitting a ball like that mid-bubble. That is actually really impressive. Honey, are you okay? Are you okay, sweetie? Love you. All right, baby. Sorry, honey. Let me check. Hold on, folks. Give me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, if you would, please. All right, babe. Lesson learned on that one. I'm so sorry, honey. Ouch, kabibbles. Damn right, Chris. Thank you so much, my good man. All right, we got Billy Cook. Shohei Ohtani-san. The Nationals. And it looks like they were using cotton candy instead of water. Love it. Why am I saying Whit? Weird. Whit Merrifield. Cool Whip. Will Wheaton. That's right, Jesse Holm. Nailed it. Workers' Cup. Nick Madrigal. Amana Wanalea with Sean Manaea. So pass the point, Mahalo. Sal and his free licks.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Vidal Sassoon Ruhahan. The Pirates. Jonathan Cannon. Nasty Nestor. Alcantara rookie. Jesus is my homeboy. Lazardo. Corky Romano, the D-Bags, Reed Detmers, 1/3 of the brothers Naylor, Iwan Walker. On the rainbow, Logan Driscoll for the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Cleveland Guardians finishing off round 4. All right, my dear friends, it is time for our pack number 4s and our silver pack. And right after this, my dear friends, we are busting in some WWE. And we're looking for 6 autographs out of the WWE and looking for another WWE downtown. That's what I'm hoping we find. Mrs. Junkwax just smacked her head really hard. Hope she's okay. She was picking up wrappers off the floor and went to stand up and smacked her head on this desk. The desk did not move. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Junkwax. I know, Dutchie, I know it. Ouch, kabibbles. It'll buff out. Havin Smith. Joey Bart. Jack Neely, so nice. We have seen him thrice. Matthew Boyd. Yeah, they call him the fireman. That's his name. The fireman, Kenley Jansen. Ronnie Mauricio. Parker Meadows on the Future Stars. Mr. and Mrs. Flaherty's boy, Jack Flaherty. That's right, Bubba. Get her into that concussion protocol. You're right. Roki Sasaki rookie. Paul Skeens on the Rookie Cup. 1990 throwback. Beautiful. And that goes to the Pirates and Alan White. Corbin Burnson. Austin Barnes. Aranda. Omayuki. Lennon Sosa. Sam Hilliard. Erickson. Javili. Dean Kramer. Zach Geloff on the Future Stars. Tyler O'Neill. Laying it out for Minnesota. Byron Buxton. Another cool card. Silver Slugger, Luis Arias. You doing okay there, babe? I'm so sorry, honey. That sucketh. On Vine. Jairo Iriarte. You're a toughie, Mrs. Junkwax. I respect it. Love you more, babe. That's right, that's right. If you wake up and you don't know who I am, I'm going to be very disappointed. Kyle Isbell. Fred Donovan with his sweet, sweet socks. Romber. Bryce Miller. Deshaun Kersey, rookie. Ezekiel Duran. Darren Baker. You folks know we are hunting for that golden mirror Darren Baker. Jose Soriano. Silver Slugger Luis Arias for the San Diegans. Seth Halverson. Reynaldo. Frankie Montes. Juan in a Million Yepes. So call me maybe. Alex Call. The Athletics with Mr. Nick Allen co-starring. Shout out to our Puyallup Pounder. Back-to-back Athletics with J.P. Sears, Jamer, Austin Gomber, Willie Wagner. Number to 74 on the black border for the Nationals. How about Kyle Finnegan? Mr. and Mrs. Finnegan's boy. And that one goes to CJ Smiles again. So CJ, on both of the breaks that you had the Nationals, my man, you have hit something nice. Congratulations, CJ Smiles. Jaron Duran on the City Connect on the OPS insert. And Bowden Francis for Toronto. All right, we're going to sleeve and top load that one up for you. DJ Smiles, and we have one pack to go.
One down, one to go.
Nice one, Siege. Those black borders are pretty damn cool. As Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko would say, my dear friends, we have the tire track cards. Jesse Holm, thank you so much for sharing out my live. My good man. Much appreciated, as always. Oh, hell yeah. Starting off with the legend, Mr. Babe Ruth. And that goes to the Pinstripes. Congratulations, Kirk Woa. One half of the brothers Young for the Tigres. Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City. Nice one. And that goes to Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. And Jean-Kency Noel, rookie for the Guardians. And that goes to Alan White. And a promo. Last but not least.
Ooh, yeah.
Another juicy Junk Wax Vintage family break in the books, my dear friends. That's right, Mikey One. Amanda just trying to claim that workers' comp and stay home from work. All right, my dear friends, let's bust into some WWE, shall we? Oh, I'm sure it did, honey, because that desk is hard AF. I've done that myself. I did that a couple of times when I was building this studio, so I have special empathy for that, my love. I'm so sorry, babe. Ouch, kabibbles. All right, my dear friends. No randomization needed on this one. Sharky, did 5 for 5 reset? Not as far as I know, my good man. That's odd. Let's check 5 for 5 real quick for our buddy. I'm curious as well. Does not look like it, my good man. I wish it reset. Because I am doing terrible. But yeah, they're still there, my good man. Grant Jarman, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy. Bam damly. Ooh, we got to bust into a brand new spicy water. You are so welcome, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Love you, buddy. Like a glove. Hey, what's up, Grant? Welcome back, my good man. We're just doing Junk Wax Vintage Card Club things over here, my good brother. Another fantastic Friday evening here in the front yard. And you are just in time because we're about to bust into our WWE break. Hey, thank you, Chad. Good to see you, buddy. All right, fam damly. This is going to be a fun one. Panini 3 count. There is only 3 cards in this box, my friends. This is a big boy. 2 autographs, and then you have a chance for a WWE Downtown as well. 2020 Topps Finest WWE. Looking at 2 more autographs. There's 4. And Panini Prism WWE with 144 cards and 2 more autographs. And you know we're looking for those color blasts. We have found 2 of them in the past, and coincidentally, both of them went to the letter C. We found the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes color blast, and we found a CM Punk color blast. So let's see if we can't make it 3. Eh? Let's do this in chronological order. So we will start with 2020 Topps Finest. Good luck. Jesse, thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. Thank you so much, Dutchie. You're absolutely right, my good man. That's very true, Bubba. Good call. Mr. Dean, did y'all ever buy a house in Austin? You can't find anything. Yeah, brother. We did not buy a house in Austin. No, sir. We are renting. To buy a house in Austin is redonkulous. I wish. But thanks for asking, brother. It is a tough one out there, my man. I know. I get it. Good luck, my dear friend. Empty box. Pack number 4, ectomy. And look at the chesticles on Drew. Damn, Mr. McIntyre. Good luck, everybody. Congratulations, Dutch, and best of luck to you, my brother. Your very first WWE break ever. I am humbled and flattered that you chose to do it with us. I sincerely hope we can find you something juicy. D's, welcome. All right, fam damly, round 1. And we start off with Big E, all buff up in his chest sectionals. Nia Jax. Oh, hell yeah. Right off the jump.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God! Emotional damage!
With a body like a Greek god, the All-American Bobby Lashley. Check that out. Nice one. And that goes to Timbo T. Wood in the letter B. Congratulations, brother. Goodness gracious. 16 out of 25 on the Bobby Lashley. I told you, folks, we were going to find something juicy in this bad boy. And it turns out I was correct. You don't need that up there anymore. Nicely done, Timbo. All right, we have Chelsea Green. It's a lady. Casey Catanzaro. Charlotte Flair.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
Shout out to Ric Flair. Shane McMahon on the refractor. Jimmy Uso. Going to Melody. Dominic Dijakovic. Dijak. Kofi Kingston. Angelo Dawkins. Kevin Owens. Candice LeRae. Numbered to 150. And that one goes to the family pharmacist, Mr. Rob Richardson. And that is 15th on, no, excuse me, that is 35th on print. Shinsuke Nakamura. Mr. Adam Copeland, also known as Edge. Naomi. Xavier Woods with the trombone. Brian Smith, good evening. Thank you for being over here on TikTok, buddy. Zelina Vega. Cesaro. Mustafa Ali. Finn Balor. Maya Yim. Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake on the famous tag teams. Sonya Deville and Bobby Fish finishing that one off. Not too shabby on round number 1 there, my dear friends. Congratulations to Timbo. And we're going to sleeve up the Candice LeRae, looking like a little fairy, for Rob Richardson. All right, round 2. Let's go. We're going to bust into Panini Prism after this, and then the Panini 3 count will be last. Yo, what's up, Jesse? All righty. How about the man, Becky Lynch, going to Timbo? Our second autograph is Adam Cole. And that goes to Rob Richardson and the letter A. Nice one. Not numbered, but we will go ahead and sleeve and top load that one for one of the oest of OGs of the entire family. I love that dude. And folks, I have pulled Rob Richardson a heroic amount of autographs here in this family in the last 3 years. Like, seriously, I think we're getting close to 100 that I have found for him. Amazing. How about Riddick Moss, rookie? Braun Strowman, the big man, with Bobby Lashley co-starring. Montez Ford. Eric. Ruby Riot, excuse me. And that one goes to Uncle Jerry. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce on the famous tag teams. That goes to Timbo. Tyler Breeze. And that one goes to Jerry again. Shout out to Uncle Jer Bear. Humberto Carrillo. And that one goes to Timbo. Daniel Bryan. Ooh. Well, hello. Elias. 45 out of 50. And that one goes to my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle. Nice one, Brandon. Sleeving and top loading that one up for you as well. We're going through a lot of top loaders tonight, my friends, and I love it. That's a good omen, good sign. And man, those JunkWaxVintage top loaders are freaking sweet. Sorry, shameless plug. Schmozzy, thank you for making the switch to Twitch, my brother. All right, we got the cover athlete, Asuka. Alexa Bliss. Sheamus. Io Shirai. Rhea Ripley, rookie. Jer Bear. Nice one, buddy. If that is in a PSA 10, I am pretty damn sure that's a valuable card. Even though it is a base card, I'm still going to sleeve that one up because it is her rookie card. And Rhea Ripley is a superstar. There you go, Jer Bear. Beautiful. Lacey Evans. Shout out to CDN Collectibles Crash Evans. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy, Murphy. Shout out to RoboCop. Ivar. Nikki Cross. King Corbin. Jey Uso. Daniel Bryan on the Decade's Finest Superstars. And Sasha Banks. Last but not least, going to JBD. There you go, Dutchie. It's a lady. Dutchie says both of the autos are now over to AEW. Oh, really? Nice. Bobby Lashley as well, huh? I knew the other guy, Adam Cole, but I didn't know about Bobby Lashley. I'm out of the loop when it comes to wrestling sometimes. All right, my dear friends, my family. Box number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers. A roast. Better. All right, legends. Buena suerte. Good luck. Box number 2. A lot of cards in this one. Come on, Color Blast. Pack number 4. Pack number 4. Empty box there, fam damly. Good luck. Ah, very nice, Dutchie. There you go, brother. I was big into wrestling when I was a little guy. Excuse me, especially because of that fella right there. From parts unknown, the Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace to the legend. That is still astonishing to me that he passed away hours after he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. That's sad, and awesome at the same time. What a rock star move. Get inducted to the Hall of Fame and then die. Jesse Holm. So I would use Card Ladder, or you can use eBay sold listings only, or 130point.com, or sportscardspro.com. You got options. All right, we start off with Dexter Loomis, Nick Aldis, Psycho Sid Vicious, rest in peace to the legend. The Viper, Mr. Randy Orton, shout out to Viper Smoke. Kurt Angle, Tiffany Stratton, it is Tiffy time. The Dragon Lee, Maxine Dupree, Kairi Sane, the legend Nikolai Volkov, and that one goes to Chase, Mr. Crane. Color match, not numbered. The Chelsea Green Red Prism is numbered, and that goes to the family pharmacist, Mr. Rob Richardson. Glad you're still here, Viper. And that is 259 out of 299 on the Chelsea Green. The Ultimate Warrior on the WrestleMania Moments, and that goes to Dutchy. The Great Muta with the Flying Moonsaults. The Flying Moonsaults. The Undertaker, the Dead Man, going to Dutchy. Dougie, no, we do this by letter, my man. First letter of first name. I appreciate you asking, Dougie. Diesel. Shout out to Kevin Nash. Braun Breaker, Little Steiner. Dirty Dominic Mysterio with that dirty, dirty mullet. That's another kid we watched growing up in the WWE. Giovanni Vinci. Chad Gable. Booker T, some King Booker. Looking at John Cena. I appreciate you, Dougie. Thank you, buddy. Ilya Dragunov. Pete Dunne on the True Silver. We found a zebra Pete Dunne for our buddy J Mac here in the family. Worth a few $100. Came back a PSA 10. Kalani Jordan on the Pulsar Prism to $4.99. And that goes to our brother from Down Under, Andrew McFadden. Batista on the Prismatic Entrances. Kane. And I will never forget the lead up to when they unveiled Kane. They talked about that for months. They built up this whole story where he was the Undertaker's brother and he died in a fire. Good times. How about some Latin heat? Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace to the legend. Sami Zayn. Stacey Jane. Rey Mysterio. Xavier Woods. John Cena. They just make cards with nobody on them. It's so weird. Eddie Thorpe, rookie. Rikishi. Ava. I believe that is the Rock's daughter on the True Silver. And we have our very first autograph, and it is numbered to 25. And it goes to Uncle Jer Bear. Shout out to you and Noah. Hank Ledger. Rookie autograph. And that is 22 out of 25 there for you, Jerry. Nice one. Shout out to you and Noah. Chris Ball. I would have to double check the checklist on that, my friend. Good question. I think The Rock goes to T. I think he is under the. So, folks, your source of truth for the checklist is Cardsmith's checklist. So while I say that, folks, they are also a breaking company. I've never had anybody get into a break with them, so I can't speak to that. But their checklists are on point. So you can go check out Cardsmith's and the checklist for 2024 Panini Prism WWE. All right, moving on. Ooh, we have another one. Back-to-back numbered to 25. And this one goes to my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle, Miko Satamura. And it is, and that is second on print to 25. Damn right, Brian. T as a loaded spot. You are correct. How about another John Cena on the WrestleMania Moments? Gracias, Kobe Luna. I think you're right. Nikita Lyons. Kiana James. Yokozuna. The sensational Sherry Martel. Shout out to Rick Martel. Baron Corbin. Apollo Crews, Jade Cargill, The Miz, Blair Davenport, The Godfather. Beautiful on the Pulsar Prism to $4.99. Those are so pretty. Would you just look at it? And that is $271 out of $4.99. And The Undertaker. And he's got HBK by the shorts. Very nice. And that one goes to Dutchy. Nice one, Dutch. All right, round one in the books. Got you covered, Dutchy. Absolutely, buddy. Oh, of course I do, Schmozzy. I was more of a WCW guy back in the day. Loved me some WCW. Old school Sting. Come on. Does not get cooler than that. With the splash, the Scorpion Deathlock. Beautiful. All right, we got old Joe Gacy. Tony D'Angelo. Rowdy Roddy Piper. How cool is that? Going to Uncle Jerry. Natalia the Anvil Neidhart. Shout out to the Anvil. Karrion Kross. Luke Gallows. We found his autograph in the past. Wendy Chu. Santos Pablo Escobar. Bubba Ray Dudley. Shout out to Bubba. Flying Brian Pillman. Another rest in peace on the Red Wave Prism. Ludwig Kaiser. Channeling his inner Ian Machado Gary. That's what it looks like. And that is 96th on print to $4.99. Rey Mysterio on the Rumble Performances. Adriana Rizzo, rookie. Solo Sikoa. I repeat, we have a Piper down. Piper Niven. Noam Dar. The Sandman, ECW legend. Another legend, Mr. Terry Funk. Back when wrestlers were real. Do not want to be in a dark alley with that fella. Paul Heyman. Him and Harley Race. Austin Theory. Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Montez Ford on the True Silver. Ooh. Uncle Jer Bear. Are you still here tonight, Jerry Belly? Damn right, Ryan. Damn right, T-Dub. Spot on, gentlemen. When he wore that chain to the ring. Yes, please. All right, well, gosh dang it, we might have lost Uncle Jerry, but he's got another one coming. And it's a legend. The $1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Congratulations again, Jerry Bellicards. That is magnificent. Peanut butter and jealous, my dude. Remember old Ted DiBiase and Virgil? The money belt, you know it, Nikolai. Hello. Top loading that one up. Little Evil, yes sir. You were absolutely right. By the end of today, my dear friends, I think I will be live for almost 12 hours. It has been a truly fantastic Friday, my dear friends, and I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for making it that way. Oh, we're running out of room up here, gosh dang it. All right, finishing strong, family. The eighth wonder of the world, also known as Joni Lawler, China. The LA Knight. Indy Hartwell. Rhea Ripley. That one goes to Jerry and Noah. Bailey. Johnny Gargano. Montez Ford. Katana Chance. There's the legend. His ears must have been burning. Mr. Harley Race. Pete Dunne. Scripts. Airborne. On the Red Wave Prism. Maxine Dupree. on the a Pulsar prism to $4.99. And that is $4.66 out of $4.99. And last but not least, a very cool Rey Mysterio on the prismatic entrances. Good evening, Mr. Davis. How you doing, buddy? What's up? All right, legends. This is our last base pack round. Dougie has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Question is, you do different sports breaks as well? We absolutely do. Thank you so much, Jesse Holm. You're heading the right way for a moderator tag. If I could speak. So, Dougie, we do baseball, football, basketball. We're working on doing some hockey. But if you head over to JunkWaxVintage.com, Dougie, that is where everything lives on this channel. So real quick, let me give you a little tutorial, my friend. Thank you for bearing with me, family. So if you were over here on the TikTok and you go to my profile, you will see a Lemon 8 link. You're going to tap that link, but don't worry, we are not going to Lemon 8. You're going to tap that link. It's going to pop you up a menu. You select the second option, follow the link tree. And on that link tree, my friends, that is where everything lives. So that icon right there, if you tap that little bad boy, it'll bring you on over here to Twitch with the whole rest of the fam family. And all of these white icons right here, if you have a moment, my friends, I would be so, so grateful if you would take a second and follow us on all those platforms. And then our website is the second button right there. So feel free to check that out, Dougie Fresh. And thank you very, very much for asking, buddy. Welcome to the family, Doug. And you know what, buddy? I just smacked you with a follow, Dougie Fresh. Ooh, you're a Seahawks fan too? Beautiful. I knew there was a reason I liked the cut of your jib. Welcome to the family, Dougie. Beautiful. All right, legends. Let's go. Braun Strowman, Airborne. Asuka. J.D. McDonough. The Godfather. Brinley Reese, Rookie. Liv Morgan. You can actually see a YouTube video of her getting pulled over. Ugh. Ouch, kabibbles. Robin Banks. Oh, hell yeah. I'm originally from Washington State, my good man. Mr. Pinky, he has a question. What you got there, brother? Carmella. So I actually lived all over Washington State, Robin. I was born in Tacoma, raised in Puyallup, and then I moved to Spokane when I was 14 and went to high school there. And then when I got out of the Army, I went back to Spokane. A lot of time in Washington. We do Pokemon as well, Mr. Pinky. Yes, we're out of Pokemon at the moment, but we do rip Pokemon as well. X-Pac. Izzy Dame, Rookie. Mishin. Going to Brandon Daigle on the Red Wave Prism. The Undertaker for Dutchy. Nice one, Dutch. That is your very first WWE numbered card, my good man. And it is 229 out of 299. Beautiful. Leaving that one up for you, Dutchy. Aw, thank you, Doug. Glad I did it. Glad I'm done. I joined before 9/11. Oops. I'm just kidding. Cora Jade on the Emergent. MVP. Carly Dempsey. Oro Mensah. Jey Uso. Tatanka. Broke my heart when he joined Ted DiBiase. I still have trust issues to this day. Bianca Belair, who just happened to be our very first WWE Downtown. Lola Vice. Brother Love. Odyssey Jones, looking thicker than a few Snickers. Harley Race on the True Silver. Going to Timbo. Sami Zayn going to Dutch. And that is another numbered card for you, Dutch, numbered to 499. Damn right. Hey, thank you so much. Go Seahawks. Appreciate that, brother. Welcome to the family. The Man, Becky Lynch. Thea Hale. Looking all kinds of fired up. Riley Osborne, Rookie. Miles Bourne. Lyra Valkyra. Umaga, who clearly did not have his fiber that day. Ricochet. There we go, some Mick Foley. Dude Love. Also known as Mankind or My favorite, Cactus Jack. Dakota Kai, Oba Femi, Johnny Gargano on the True Silver, Fallon Henley, and that one goes to my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle, on the Purple Prism, to 149. And the Tribal Chief, last but not least, for Uncle Jerry and Noah, one of my favorite 12-year-olds in the family. There you go, Noah. So, folks, if you remember, we pulled a Roman Reigns redemption for Noah. And it's still being redeemed. That one's going to take a while, unfortunately. So thank you for your patience on that, Bella Cards boys. We're going to save those pack number 4s until the very, very end with the pack number 4s from our 2020 finest. We're going to put those right there.
Oh, yeah.
The pièce de la résistance. The big boy. Some WWE Panini 3-count. Now remember, family, there's only 3 cards in this box. This is a doozy. Why, thank you, Richard. Welcome back to my Pacific Northwest pal. Beautiful.
One down, one to go.
Last box magic, fam damly. Good luck. And then we will refresh that shop. We'll see where we're at. Hey, what's up, Brandonio? My little brother. Good to see you, buddy. My little brother from another mother. Thank you for sharing out my live, Brandon. Appreciate that, buddy, as always. Good luck. JVD. My brother. First break magic is real for you, good sir. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Numbered, last on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, family. 40 out of 40. Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh my God! Emotional damage!
Congratulations, Dutchie. That is beautiful, brother. And Seth Rollins is no slouch. Beautiful. All right, 2 more to go. Empty box, fam. Wes Lee. And that is another one for Dutch. Goodness gracious, Dutchie. 25 out of 99 on the relic autograph, Wes Lee. Beautiful, brother. Oh, yes, he is, Mr. Pinky. As the kids would say, Dutch is eating. Damn. First break magic for Dutch, too. Gotta love it. Woo! All right, family. Last Panini 3 count, and then we have our pack number 4s to go. Ooh, sideways. Oh, Timbo T. Wood. Braun Breaker. And that is 47 out of 48 on the relic autograph. And that is Little Steiner. I believe that is the son of the dog-faced gremlin. If you all know who I'm talking about. Mama Hooked, you made it. How you doing there, young lady? I gotta smack you with a follow. There you go. Always good to see you, Brandonio. Hope you were doing well, my good man. Well, congratulations, Timbo T. Wood, on the Braun Breaker. That's sick. That's right, Dutchie. Ah, the dog-faced gremlin. Yes, sir. Rick Steiner. Alrighty. Of course he's not going to stand up. Folks, what a break. Goodness gracious. And we still have 4 packs to go. All right, let's go back to 2020 Topps Finest and see what's hiding in those pack number 4s, shall we? Thank you so much, Mama Hooked. I sincerely appreciate the positivity. Welcome to the family, and excited to meet both of you in person. Very cool to know you're back down in San Antonio, just an hour and a half down the road or so. All right, we start off with the adventures of Milo and Otis. I'll see myself out. Tucker, going to Jer Bear. Braun Strowman. He looks like a completely different person now. That is so crazy. He has undergone a huge transformation over the last few years. Love it. Candice LeRae, so nice. We have seen her twice. Keith Lee. Got a little dicky-do. Liv Morgan. It's a lady. How about Bailey? Another lady. Going to Timbo. Elias going to Brandon Daigle. Ms. Charlotte Flair.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
And last but not least, Austin Theory. Going to Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist. Beautiful. Last pack magics, my dear friends. And then we're going to refresh JunkWaxVintage.com and see where we are at. Folks, I am going to go ahead and call a last call. It has been an absolutely magnificent last 2 hours and 50 minutes together. If you would like to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com and snag yourself down something to rip, I am stoked to rip it together. Mr. Brutus Creed. The total package. Lex Luger, when he was in the Narcissus era. Devin Clark, welcome back, brother. Io Sky. Cora Jade. Ava. Ooh, and we got something juicy in here. Joe Coffey. The Earthquake. Shout out to the Earthquake. Give me a hell yeah in the chat, folks, if you remember how Earthquake was debuted. So, folks, when I was a little kid, I totally believed that wrestling was real. Totally. Like, they had me hook, line, and sinker. And they had a kayfabe storyline where they actually pulled this guy out of the crowd. And they were doing a push-up contest with Dino Bravo. And they brought him out of the crowd like he was just some random person. And I totally thought he was a random person. He was not. That was all scripted. Dijak. The Man, Becky Lynch. Katana Chance on the True Silver. How about Hunter Hearst Helmsley on the Triple H? And I think that one goes to Jer Bear. And that one is 81 out of 99. That's right, Brandon. Yep, nailed it. The Undertaker during the American Badass era. Damian Priest looking like he just walked out of Queen of the Damned. Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. Super Grover. So you and Hooked Breaks are saying the exact same thing. Santino Marella. Exactly right. Mark Coffey. Absolutely right. Nikolai. Spot on, my brother. Finn Balor. Jake the Snake Roberts. My brother in recovery. I am so proud of that guy. Hope I get to meet him in person someday. Akira Tozawa. Wolfgang. And we're not talking about the Puck. Roxanne Perez. Brutus Creed on the True Silver. Damian Priest, so nice, you got him twice. And that one goes to Melody. Congratulations, Melly P. And that is 95th out of 199. And last but not least, looking like a Temu Jack Sparrow, Lexus King on the Emergent. There you go, fam damly. Another juicy Junk Wax Vintage family break in the books. Let's do a little recap, shall we? Alrighty. We got a whole host of numbered cards as well, but we're just going to go through some of the lower numbers and autographs. So we found Elias going to Brandon Daigle, numbered to 50. The $1 Million Man, Mr. Ted DiBiase, and that goes to Jerry and Noah. The All-American Bobby Lashley going to Timbo T-Wood, numbered to 25. That is so damn cool. Adam Cole on the 2020 Finest, and that goes to Rob Richardson. Hank Ledger, numbered to 25, rookie, going to Jerry and Noah. Miko Satomura, numbered to 25, and that goes to Brandon Daigle. Seth freaking Rollins, last on print, 40 out of 40. And that goes to Dutchy. First break magic for Dutch. Braun Breaker, relic autograph going to Timbo T-Wood in the letter B. And last but not least, another first break magic for Dutch, Wes Lee. And that is numbered to 99 on the relic autograph.
Ooh, yeah!
There you go, my dear friends. If you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I'm going to put these in a safe place. Oh, beautiful, Dutch. So feel free to go snag those pre-grades from JunkWaxVintage.com. So, full disclosure, my dear friends, when it comes to grading and pre-grading, I really appreciate you all letting me know in the chat that you want to pre-grade those cards. It is very helpful. It allows me to pull them out to the side. But the source of truth, how I do my pre-grading, is Mrs. Junkwax and I, we work together. She prints me out a printout, a list of everyone who has purchased their pre-grading from JunkWaxVintage.com. So sometimes, believe it or not, my friends, you have a little bit of an issue because there's some people that will say in the chat that they want to pre-grade their cards, and then they never go over there and snag the pre-grading. So yeah, please make sure you do that, my friends. That is the most important thing. Actually, more important than telling me in the chat is snagging it down from JunkWaxVintage.com, because I always populate a little list, and that's how I know you did it. So thank you so much, Dutchy. I appreciate you, my brother, and congratulations on your very first WWE break, buddy. That was sweet, like very, very sweet. Woo! What a Friday, my dear friends. Give me just a moment here, fam. Little housekeeping. All right, and we back. Hey, thank you, Dutch. All thanks go to you, big man. All right, legends, let's refresh that shop, shall we? See where we're at. Oh, hell yeah. We got a couple of family rips to see us out this evening. My fellow Washingtonian, Mr. Erickson. Let's find you that one of one in the Junk Wax Vintage card stands. And Bubba, the Braun Breaker was numbered, yes. $47 out of 48. All right, Mr. Erickson and Chris, always on the ball. Taken 7 packs of Topps Chrome Cosmic Basketball. We have not found any autos out of that either. So good luck, Chris. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7. We're going to bust through those in just a moment. Mr. Erickson. I think I have to go snag. Oh, nope, we're good. All right. Mr. Erickson. Are you ready, James? I sincerely hope we find you that one of one, my good man. That would be magnificent. Dutchy, it was Wes Lee. Wes Lee. Brian Self, good evening, my man. And Legends, I've got to give credit where credit is due. We are up to over 53,000 likes over on TikTok. That is nothing short of amazing, my dear friends. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so, so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Those likes over there on TikTok are unbelievably impactful, and I cannot thank you enough, gentlemen and ladies. All right. Are you here, James Erickson? Just want to make sure. There he is. All right, let's go. Buena suerte. And for you folks that might be new here, our card stands have rarity. See? So that one is numbered 5 out of 10. And the one of one looks just like that, but it's gold. These are the numbered to 25. With all the Dalenisms on them. All right, good luck, James. Here we go. Oh, come on. Where's the one of one? Gosh dang it. Mr. Erickson, you got yourself a base card stand there, my good man, but they are still pretty damn sweet. Thank you, Mr. Erickson. I appreciate you being a good sport, brother. Like I said, I will be completely transparent with you. I am astonished that we haven't found it yet. So it's got to be in there. And folks, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. I think there's like 30 left or less. Shout out to Stand Up Displays that made those for us. I'm going to put your name on that one, James. And Chris Ball, you are on deck, my brother. Thank you as always, James. My wonderful Washuglin. Bubba, the thought has crossed my mind, bro. Mrs. Junkwax and I were actually joking about it yesterday. We're like, what if Stand Up Displays didn't put the one of one in there? That would be terrible. Oh, there's 31 left. Thank you, Super Grover. Beautiful. All right. Mr. Chris Ball. 7 packs of Topps Chrome Cosmic Basketball. And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, these might be our last rips of the evening. Potato Rips. The Whatnot show is magnificent, my man. We actually did an extra break. We had 1 break planned. We ended up doing 2. And we sold through a grip of singles as well. Mr. Alan White was the big winner today, I think, over there. He got a magnificent stack of cards for not very much money. I always love giving those steals and deals. Mikey 2. Dalen doesn't like me any. Hey, what? Hey, what? What are you talking about, Mikey 2? Love you, bro. All right. Do we have Mr. Chris Ball here with us tonight? Just want to make sure before we bust in all these packs. There he is.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Let's go, Chris. Thank you so much, Richard. You're absolutely right. Lucas, welcome back, buddy. Aw, thank you so much, bud. It is always good to see you, Lucas. Hope you've had a fantastic Friday, my good man. We're just going to rip all these down, Chris, and go through them together. Hunter, thank you for sharing out my live. In my humble opinion, that is the best compliment that anybody can give me over here on TikTok. I sincerely appreciate it, buddy. Alan White. Yes, I do, my good man. Of course. It is right here to my left, my brother, and we will have those be our last family rip of the evening. Thank you, Alan. Mikey 2, any good Dodgers get ripped tonight? That's a great question, Mikey 2. Great question, my man. I can't remember right off the top of my head, my brother, but I go through a lot of cards. So I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, Mikey 2. All right, we start off with Bryce Sensabaugh. Rookie. How about a Nucleus rookie refractor? Marcus Sasser. Beauty. Man, that's pretty. There you go, buddy. Devin Booker. Desmond Bain. Rip Hamilton. E.T. Jalen Dalen Brown. DeJounte Murray, former San Antonio Spur. Paul George. Robert Parrish. Old Double Ott. How about back-to-back legends with Akeem the Dream? Naz Reid for Minnesota. Tyrese Halliburton for the champion Pacers. Jordan Clarkson for Utah. Shout out to Brandon. Another Robert Parrish on the refractor. Beautiful. Marcus Smart. Trey Young. Uncle Smitty's PC. Master of the Unibrow, Mr. Anthony Davis. We saw quite a few Anthony Davises on the Whatnot this afternoon. Jaime Jaquez Jr., rookie on the ET. Shout out to Melody. Mr. Lime Green Lamborghini himself, LaMelo Ball. The man, the myth, the beard, James Harden. About a little Evening Dick.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Brady Dick rookie. Drew Holiday and Porzingis on the star clusters. Dalen Williams. Penny Hardaway. Siakam. ETKD. Former Seattle Supersonic, Mr. Kevin Durant. Zach LaVine. And Grant Williams. Last but not least for Charlotte. Sleeving up your refractors here for you, Chris. I am sorry I couldn't find you an autograph in there, gosh dang it, buddy. But you got some beautiful cards nonetheless. I am a huge fan of all things cosmic. Like if I had a pew-pew to my head and I could only rip one modern product, it might be Topps Chrome Cosmic. I love Cosmic so much. Especially 2022 baseball. Yes, you did, Richard. And thank you so much, Hunter. And you know what, Hunter? I just smacked you with a follow, my friend. Cheers. Are you a North Kakalackin? Living up there in North Carolina? Very true, Mikey 2. Yes, he is. He gave you the Trolley Dodgers. He sure did. Shout out to Dutch. All right, Chris, I'm going to put your name on these, my brother. Always on the ball. Thank you as always, Chris. I sincerely appreciate you, brother. Of course. Let's go. Threaten me with a good time, good buddy. Absolutely. Roger that, Hunter. When I was in the Army, I was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Shout out to Vietnam. And the Cross Creek Mall. Okie dokie. So we're going to rip into some 1991 Leaf, and then we will finish the evening, I think, with Chris Ball's last 7 from Cosmic Packs. Alan, I sincerely appreciate your patience, buddy. Thank you so much for waiting to rip the other half of these. Ryan Sieben, good evening, my good man. How you doing? How's the... Oh, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that, good buddy. Mr. Sieben, I hope you are having a wonderful, fantastic Friday. I was Lane, yes. Yes, sir. I joined right before 9/11. Oops. Glad I did it. Glad I'm done, my man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I agree, Mikey, too. Yes, he is. And it is good to see you tonight, Mr. Koba. Hope you have had a fantastic Friday, my good man. All right, here we go. Mr. Jeff Brantley, Alvaro Espinosa, Jeff Reardon, Julio Machado, Boba Fett's Daddy Dante, Rob Deere in Headlights, Big Dave Henderson laying down the bunt for Dutch's Athletics, old Todd Stottlemyre. Folks, if you can't nip her, and you can't kip her, and you can't nep her, and you can't sell her, and you can't widen her, and you can't nail her, and you know damn well you can't glebe her in the Torres, you can always just Stottlemyre. Tim Neri, Jim Gantner and his rose-colored glasses, David Wells, JDG, Jerry Don Gleaton, Jeff Treadway. Roger that, Mikey, too. Well, I'm glad you had some family time tonight, my good man. Beautiful. Ryan Sieben, that is a beautiful thing, my good man. Congratulations, you deserve it. The Goose of the Gossage, one of the finest, luscious lip curtains in all of baseball, in my humble opinion. The Minnesotan legend, Mr. Harmon Killebrew. Juan in a Million Bell. Dennis Cook. Eric Anthony. Milt Thompson. Mark Grace. Scott Gooden. The Mellow of Baseball, Carmelo Martinez. Ryan Sieben. We have had a magnificent day over here, my good man. Busy day, but very grateful for being busy. So thank you for asking, Rye. Stan Javier, Master of the Unibrow. Rick Honeycutt, Billy Hatcher, Jose of Jesus. There's the legend, Mr. Barry Bonds. Just slightly off center by a hair. Leaving that one up for you, buddy. Old Greg.
Come on, Craig.
Myers. Milt Kyler. Chris James. And you're exactly right, Mikey. We are always looking out for you, even when you're not here, buddy, because we love you. How about a little Dickie? On. Roger that, Hunter. I was there at the same time. Small world. Paul Assenmacher. Terry Mulholland. Jerome Walton. Puffy Combs. Danny Gladden from Minnesota. Jody Reed. Flash Gordon. John Olerud. Saberhagen. Bill Spires. Chumpert. Ruben Sierra. Todd McFarlane's cousin. Just kidding. Mikey McFarlane. Andy Crable. Thank you for smacking the follow button, my man. Welcome to the crew. Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Will Cordero on your gold leaf rookie for those now defunct Expos. Mikey, thank you so much for the beautiful bits, you big sweetie. We have had a couple of hype trains tonight, but they only went to level 4. Jay Bell for the Pirates. And I won't lie to you, I am slightly disappointed because I put some brand new cards in those JunkWaxVintage hitboxes. But hey, never a problem. They will be here. They're not going anywhere. And maybe we'll be able to get into those tomorrow night. That would be sick. John is never smiley for the Pirates. Shout out to the Hammer, some Robin Yount. Randy Milligan. BJ Surhoff for Milwaukee. As Alice Cooper would say. Leo Gomez. Slim with the tilted crim. Chucky Crim. Mark Williamson. Ronnie Robinson. Mr. Steal Yo Girl. Don't leave your girl around him. Come back knocked up. Ginger style. Mr. F Face himself, Billy Ripken. Jeff King, Chris Hoyles, Tim Burke, and Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Excellent. Little housekeeping, my friends. Give me just a second here. I am stepping on wrappers. That's better. I am overflowing over here tonight, my friends. It has been another absolutely fantastic Friday here in the front yard, my dear friends. And as I have said before, and I will say it again, I truly believe in my heart of hearts that we have the best group of gem mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby right here in the front yard. As always, you legends, I would not be able to do this without each and every one of you. I sincerely appreciate you, my dear friends. Overflowing with gratitude today. You know, every day is good, but there are some days that are just a little special. And today is one of those days. So thank you all for being a part of it. All right, we got Mr. Finley, Bryn Smith, John Bosky, Old Greg.
Come out, Greg.
It's attached to your rod, mother licker. Dalen De Shields, laying down the bunt. Jeff Hewson with old Billy Hamilton co-starring. Pedro Munoz for Minnesota. Bob in the Melvins. Brian McRae. Mike Schooler for our Seattle Mariners. One of my favorite names of 90s baseball, Mr. Carlos Baerga. The dime piece, Mr. Steve Sachs. Matty Young. Mike Devereaux. Kevin Seitzer and his orchestra. Another Harbin Killebrew. Gold Leaf rookie looking baseball ready for the Cubbies, Gary Scott. Ouch, kabibbles. Got a ding there on the top edge. That's not cool. Danny Gladden. Jody Reed. Ron Gant. Harley O'Brien. Shout out to Kevin O'Brien. Jeff Blauser. Tommy Hare for the Mets. Tommy and the Mets. Tommy and the Mets. Kent Merker for the Braves. Oh, Joe. Better swipe that card for incidentals. Johnny Smoltz back when he had hair. Maga Pint, Maga Dan. Lonnie Smith. Dave Justice. Another one of my favorite ball players from the early 90s. Alejandro Pena. Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Carl Rhodes. Jose King of Leon. Bama Breaks. You will absolutely see me in Chicago, my good man. You bet your sweet bippy. And I just smacked you with a follow, brother. Welcome to the family, Bama. Luis Salazar for the Cubbies. Frank Viola, perennial all-star pitcher. Mark Whitten. Why am I saying Whitten? Weird. Cool Whip. Will Wheaton. The Chiseled Chin. Rest in peace to the legend, Mr. Darren Dalton. Junk Wax Sal's PC, Mr. Harold Baines. Shout out to Dutch. Bill Duran. John Orton. Jim has got to grow a mustache. Mike Kingery laying down the bunt. Thank you for asking, Bama. Excited to meet you in person, my dude. We're actually doing a big old JWV family meetup up there in Chicago at the National. Paul O'Neill. The other dime piece. Charlie Hayes. Back-to-back Chucks with Charlie Leibrandt. Checklist. Another Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Alan, you're probably getting close to finishing the puzzle, my good man. The shop broom of a mustache. And it looks like that got caught in the crimper. That's a one of one for you. A little Gino Petrelli. Mark Davidson, somebody bang a trash can for Bubba. Another checklist. Alan Anderson. Double A. And we're not talking about the 82nd Airborne. Cool. Gary Aredas. Kirk Gibson. Shout out to Kirk Woa. Or Kirk Rylance. Pete O'Brien for our Seattle Mariners. Albert Bell.
There are three basic types, Mr.
Hey, Abba!
The cans, the wills accomplish everything, the won'ts
Shout out to Mel Brooks.
won't try anything.
Gene Larkin. Orsalak. Danny Tartable, former Seattle Mariner. I'm Eric Hansen. And welcome to MSNBC's To Catch a Pitcher. Felix Fermin. Joe Girardi. And another Harmon Killebrew. Finishing that one off for you, Alan. All right, my brother. 3 packs to go. And then we're on to you, Mr. Ball, with some more Topps Chrome Cosmic Basketball. Thank you, Dutchie.
Oh, yeah.
Get that card out of my face!
Emotional damage. Good luck, brother. How about some Jeff King? Brad Ball, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome. The Bone, Jay Buhner, who lives right down the road in Bernie, Texas. The Gibber, Sweet Lou Whitaker, Henry Cotto, shout out to Arturo, another legend of the family. Thicker than a couple of Snickers, Mr. Cecil Fielder. Scott Bradley, Dave Bergman, K. Mitch for the Gigantes, Mike Henneman, that is Uriah Faber's daddy. Old Dimple Chin himself. You could hide snacks in that thing. Dave Martinez. Le Bala de Plata on the product card. Portugal, the man. John Burkett. Another Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Scott Lewis for Minnesota on the gold leaf rookie. Jumpert, Ruben Sierra, Mikey McFarland chucking some lumber. At Borders, Marky Davis, Kelly McGruber from right here in Austin, Texas. A fun fact, folks, he went to the same high school that my kids are going to go to. Shout out to Westlake. Kurt Stillwell, Razor Ramon, Chico. Shout out to the Beanpole. Richard says, FYI, my son graduated from down the road at Texas State. A Bobcat is he, and yes, he jumped in the river. Nice. Small world, Richard. Eddie Murray. Juan and Emilian Gonzalez. Shout out to 1990 Donruss reverse negative error. Al Daniels. Kenny Rogers Roasters. Jay Howell. Another Harmon Killebrew on the puzzle. Mikey Moore for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Brian Harvey hurling some heat. Oh, hell yeah. I think that deserves a... Oh, I knew that was going to be a tough one. Goal! Shout out to our Minnesotans. Rest in peace. Randy Tomlin for the Pirates. That's right. It's been a long week, family. John Marzano for the Boston Red Sox. Mikey Morgan, Scotty Robinson, the Scud Missile, Wes Chamberlain, Tom Glavin, the Oil Can, Dennis Boyd, DeLucia, Shiny Nichols, Hudler, and from Spokane, Washington, my home city, Mr. Ryan Sandberg. Oh, they didn't put Spokane on there. They put Tempe, Arizona. Nice. Well, there you go. Thank you so much, Alan White. Sincerely appreciate you, brother. That's right, Richard. Yes, Westlake does have a lot of pros. You're right. We live in a very, very, very expensive part of Austin. We have to, because of Mrs. Junkwax's custody arrangement with our children. Hunter. Yep. Spot on, my man. Drew Brees and Cade Klubnik. Yep. You're absolutely right. The Fifth Corner Cards, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. Very nice to have you. All right, Alan. Again, my brother, that was absolutely my pleasure, and I cannot thank you enough for snagging those down from JunkWaxVintage.com. Giving the whole family some beautiful 1991 Leaf eye candy. I'm going to go ahead and top load the Barry Bonds, because it's purty and nicely centered. Beauty. One moment, legends. All right, Mr. Ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. See if we can't find you a sweet Wemby in here, my good man. So, legends, let me refresh that shop real quick before we bust into these little bad boys. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an absolutely magnificent last 3.5 hours together. And you know what, folks? Not only tonight, it has been a fantastic Friday from start to finish. We had a magnificent morning show this morning. Almost 3 hours. We had almost 3 hours over there on Whatnot this afternoon. And then 3.5 hours here, folks. But by the time we get done today, I will have been live for almost 10 hours today. And most of you have been here with me. So again, as always, legends, you already know that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby, right here in the JWVCC. And that is all thanks to each and every one of you. I could put my silly voice out there into the ether on a daily basis, but it means absolutely nothing if you're not out there on the other side. So it takes 2 to tango, my dear friends, and I cannot thank you enough. Richard, there is golf cards. Absolutely, my good man. We've opened a ton here. Mr. White, if you want to pre-grade that Barry Bonds, you could. Absolutely. The Gold Leaf rookies, not so much. Unless it is somebody notable, like the Luis Gonzalez we found last night was pretty good. If Todd Van Poppel would have panned out, that would have been magnificent. But now there's probably people that would... You'd have to pay them to take it. If that makes sense. That's right, Friday the 13th, my good man. Spot on. All right, legends. These are our last family rips of this fantastic Friday. But keep in mind, we will be back here tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time because we get to do it all over again. So I sincerely hope that you get to join us tomorrow night as well. And folks, if you have not followed us on all of those platforms, I invite you to do so. If you want to follow us over there on Instagram, specifically, because you will see a weekly schedule there every week, so you will know exactly where and when I will be. So if you can, I implore you, hit us with that follow over on Instagram. Act number 4 to the side. Mr. Diddled, I am definitely interested. Hit me in the DMs, my good man. Or if you would like to send me a photo of it, JunkWaxVintage@gmail.com. We'd love to see it, buddy. Thank you for being so thoughtful. Jason Wine, welcome back. You're right, Mr. Evil. Thank you. Cheers. After 10 hours of talking today. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you smacking that follow button, my good man. Welcome to the family. And I appreciate you beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. We are almost up to 60,000 likes tonight, my dear friends. Y'all are a bunch of screen beating. Junk Wax love it. Positive, fantastic Friday having legends. And I appreciate you more than you will ever know. So folks, I started this channel 4.5 years ago from a closet very similar to the one you see behind me. We ripped for 3 and 4 people for like a year. And we have built this into something that I never in a million years thought it could be. And again, that is all your fault. So thank you, you incredible human beings. I hope so, Chris. Let's find you a Wemby auto on the way out. Threaten me with a good time. All right, here we go. With his unusually white teeth, Mr. Draymond Green. Sitting on them spree whales. His wheels keep spinning every time he stops. Aqua Latrell Sprewell. Beauty. And that is numbered to 145. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Therese Levert. AD, former Seattle Supersonic. Got some Penny. Old Anthony. AI. And we're not talking about Chat GPT. Zach Collins. Oh My Lanta. How about an Ant-Man? Die cut to 99.
Oh my God!
That is sick. Congratulations, Chris Ball. Sounds wonderful, my man. Thank you so much for hitting me with the email. I will check that right after the show. That's right. 69.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
Out of 99. There you go, my man. Some white chocolate. Jason Williams. KG. Jaden Sharp for Rip City. B.A. Aaron Fox and Kyrie. Some Shaq. From my alma mater, Gonzaga University. The captain of the all cheeseburger team, Chet Holmgren. Malik Monk. Ninth on print to 25, G.G. Jackson. Rookie. Beautiful. Another hit for you. There you go, my good man. Ninth on print to 25, rookie. And I want to say that is an Orange Galactic, but I could be wrong on the nomenclature. Double check me on that one. Big Ben Wallace. Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. Lori Markkinen. Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki. The Worm, Dennis Rodman. And Brandon Ingram for the Pelicans. Last but not least.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, my good man. Good luck. Sounds awesome, Alan. Thank you. Looking forward to getting that one underneath the microscope, my brother. Oh my gosh. I think we might have got skunked on an autograph. Andre Jackson, rookie. Mr. Double-Lot, Robert Parrish. Michael Porter Jr. And Kyrie Irving. Last but not least. Yikes. Well, there you go, Chris Ball. I am so bummed I couldn't find you an autograph in that one, my man, but you found 3 numbered cards. So maybe they thought because they gave us 3 numbered cards, they didn't have to give us an autograph. Thanks, Tops. That sucks. Well, you got some sweet cards nonetheless, though, my man. The Ant-Man Blue Moon, I believe is what that's called. 69 out of 99 on the die cut. The G.G. Jackson, again, I believe that is called an Orange Galactic, but I could be incorrect. And we're going to top load your Latrell Sprewell as well. And you know what? I got you covered, Chris Ball. Now, folks, I can't always do this, but it just works out. Everything happens for a reason. I'm going to hook you up with a Latrell Sprewell autograph. For Minnesota. There you go, Chris. So you did get an autograph. And it is Latrell Sprewell. To go with that numbered Sprewell. His wheels keep spinning every time he stops. It is my pleasure, Chris. Thank you, brother. And sorry we got panini'd out of the Tops box. So I'll make that right for him. Thank you, brother. All right, let me put these off to the side. Now, Legends, I want to be very, very clear. That's a one-time thing. Cool? I don't want anybody giving me a nasty gram. Hey, and Dalen, you did it for him. Why can't you give me an autograph? So thank you for your understanding. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, In-Law Bros. Always glad to have you, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. So, Legends, it has been an absolutely fantastic last 3.5 hours together. As always, my dear friends, until I see you tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a solid. Until I see you again, my friends, please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you, no matter how difficult those other human beings make it. And do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude, my dear friends. Always remember, folks, your attitude will determine your altitude in this life. Write that down. Alan White, thank you so much for another fantastic Friday, my good man. Chris Ball, you are so welcome. Nikolai, hello. I have good woman for you. Krabby Rob, dance for the man. Hello. Privyet. Do svidoniya. Borscht. That is the extent of my Russian. Hey, no worries, in-laws. Tacos, thank you for smacking the follow button. So, folks, one more time, if you are new here this evening, if it was your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, it is wonderful to have you, and I'm so, so grateful. My name is Dalen, D-A-L-E-N, like Dale plus N. There's a reason I tell you how to spell it. It just so happens to be the password to our Facebook family group. It is private. So if you go over there to JunkWaxVintage Card Club on Facebook, JunkWaxVintage is all one word. Card Club is appropriately spaced. Remember, got to use my name in the security questions. D-A-L-E-N, Dalen. Nate the Great, good evening, my man. Catching me right on my way out, though, buddy. My brother from down under. Hope you've had a wonderful Friday. Josh Hausman, rolling up in here at the very, very end. Thank you, good sir. Excellent to see you, buddy. So if you are new here, my friends, would love for you to smack that follow button. Would love for you to come over here and join us on Twitch at some point if you can. And I would really love if you want to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com. Remember, it is absolutely free. My favorite price, $3.99. To create yourself an account at JunkWaxVintage.com. So that way, my friends, the benefits of creating an account at JunkWaxVintage.com, you do not have to enter your information every time you want to purchase something. You can actually see all of your purchases. You have a purchase history, and you will be put on our mailing list. So you will always find out about the new initiatives, anything new coming down the pipe here at JunkWaxVintage. So, as always, everybody, thank you from the bottom of my heart for a truly fantastic Friday and a very special day today, my dear friends. It's all because of you. Nick Allen, my Puyallup pounder. Good to see you, brother. Your ears must have been burning earlier. I was talking about you. Have a wonderful night, Hunter. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. I hope to see each and every one of you tomorrow night, and enjoy your outro jingle. Smoochies.
Started in a closet, just a small-time dream.
You know it. Yes, we did.
Now it's ripping packs, a collector's stream. From vintage gems to the ultra new, Dalen's the name, bringing fire to you. JunkWaxVintage, cracking it loud, ripping through the packs, drawing a crowd. Baseball magic and some football blitz. Every rip's a hit when you're rolling with this.
Great night, Boston Bill. Love you, buddy.
Sound of the brakes snapping through the air. You never know the treasures you'll find in there. Hero, rookies, legends sign with flair. Dalen's got the game, no show can compare. Feel the rush, feel the high. Cards in your hand, the limit's the sky. Flipping backs, chasing stacks, every corner, every crack. JunkWaxVintage, cracking it loud, ripping through the packs, drawing a crowd. Baseball magic and some football blitz. Every rip's a hit when you're rolling with this. JunkWaxVintage, it's a card show vibe.
You know it.
It's where collectors and the legends collide.
Indeed.
Dalen's the host, bringing life to the trade. Each card rip keeps the magic replayed.
Shout out to Mikey 2, Kevin O'Brien, Bubba, James Erickson, CJ Smiles, Danny Rendon, Frigga Trevor Bostwick, Chase McIntosh, Frank Prescott, Bubba. Thank you all so very, very much. Why, thank you, Mr. O'Connell. I appreciate you recognizing that, my brother. Good to see you.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop. When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Greg. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Greg.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. You know it, Mr. O'Connell. So, folks, we always do a little soundboard Olympics at the end of every show. Good to see you, Sparta. Hope you have had a fantastic Friday, my good man. Good to see you. But I'm on my way out. Hi, and bye. Take care of yourselves, my friends. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. We will see each and every one of you incredible human beings tomorrow night. Same junk time, same junk channel, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. My friends, this entire fantastic Friday, you already know it deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Ooh, yeah.
Good night.